Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Spring 2015 Anime Retrospective, brought to you by Critical D. And we are in a nice open area this time. We always do these recordings in different places, I feel. Well,
I miss the table.
A lot of it is our place.
I miss your cramped ass fucking corner of that table. We've talked about anime for about 15 hours at that table.
Well, at least, yeah. I mean, what was our first one?
We were in
Spring 2011, I think?
No, it was summer 2012, and we were in the computer lab at ASU, one of those side rooms.
Yeah, that was...
Where you put a rock band microphone in the whole...
That was rough.
And then I kept being the table for the past 3 rounds.
We've come quite... But no, now we all get to rest in
drinking this
sofas,
red strawberry ale. It's alright.
Drinking various things, or eating Ben & Jerry's of sorts. Matt, how's the ice cream going?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Pretty sweet. I like that
4th of July.
It is 4th of July.
Wear my K-On shirt.
We're gonna drink after this.
We should.
We tried so hard to think of a day that wasn't 4th of July.
We can go back to my place and then drink, because that's where all that shit is.
We tried so hard to think of a day to do this that wasn't 4th of July, but unfortunately we're all free on only 4th of July. So...
I was free yesterday.
Yeah. What happened? Oh, wait, no. Matt was at work. Okay,
yeah,
Matt was at promise.
And I had to watch Hunger Games, which wasn't good.
Hunger Games is not a good series.
Games. Or Hunger Games 1?
Mockingjay Part 1.
I
didn't see Catching Fire.
I don't want to... It's weird, right?
Wait, so you didn't watch the first...
I saw the first one, and I didn't want to watch the second one. Then I got guilt tripped to watching this one. I'm like, so what's going on? Why is this guy captured? What's going on?
You be real confused.
Oh, so you saw the first movie and the third
movie, yeah.
Oh, are you confused?
Woo! So, okay, anyways, anime. I thought this season was a fuck ton better than the previous.
Not saying much.
The previous one. In that, the worst show of this season was not as bad as, the 4 worst shows of the season before.
Well, Show by Rock.
I didn't watch that. The worst show I watched was not as bad as, 4 or 5 shows of the season before. And I think that's a pretty big step up. There was, just about everything I watched, I was like, I enjoy this to an extent. So I thought that was good.
Good season. It was good.
Not to mention the soundtracks, I think, were better this season.
Yeah, the openings were a lot better.
Oh, for sure.
I've not looked through them in detail, but they are really good. And I don't know, man. It's hard to judge a season for me right after it ends. Kind of have to give it a bit of distance to really judge how good the season was.
Well, since we're 13 weeks away from the season before, what do you think of that season?
It's still weak.
I don't know.
It's
It is
still
very
weak.
Wait, that seems absolute doom.
That was
that was the 5 ecchi shows of doom.
That was the season that I gave you in April.
Wait, that wasn't the one with Fafnir though, right? And
yeah, that was Fafnir.
Fafnir? Twin Tail. Oh no, I think Twin Tail was the one before. No, it was only Fafnir, Testament, Isuka, the one you said.
Fafnir. I said Fafnir.
No. God damn it.
Twin Tail was
World Break.
Yeah,
there's one more. There's one more.
I don't know Zero.
No. Well, yes. Oh, we had all those Zero. Come on, guys, help me out. Another shitty ecchi show. I'm pretty sure I watched it.
A shitty ecchi. I don't watch ecchi shows because I know how to watch.
I probably watched it. Oh, Absolute Duo. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh,
that was fun.
It was alright. But anyways,
I just find it hard to judge season. I remember writing at the time that fall was pretty alright. I look back and I see
of last year.
Yeah, and I look back. I see Psychopaths. I see Fate. I see Parasite, and I'm like, that was a lot.
But see, since
and Akame got killed.
But since
I'm like, this season's actually really excellent, but it's hard to tell at the time.
Yeah, since Parasite ended last season, Parasite's still the best show this year to me, though.
Nah.
Yeah. I love Parasite.
I think all of a sudden Souma takes it. So far.
I'll tell you when Souma ends. I don't judge a book by its first 14 covers. But yeah, I guess we could just jump into it, yeah?
Arslan Senki.
Okay, well.
Arslan Senki.
Okay, so let me just tell you that I don't like period anime, and I thought this was,
Ew.
and it's not.
Lewd.
Shut up.
Has there ever been a period anime, honestly? If not good, let's keep it that way, but
My little sister's acting unusual as close as we're gonna get, guys.
Good. Let's not get that. Let's keep that at arm's length.
But, like I was saying, though, this one actually uses a lot of Western influences, such as like cavalry, knights on horses, like armor, tower shields, spears, all that kind of stuff. And I actually really like it because it reminds me a lot of like if I were to watch a Fire Emblem anime without it being called Fire Emblem. So you have like the main lord gets taken everything away from him, and then he has to somehow reclaim something because he's a natural heir or whatever. Okay, so just like Fire Emblem, that's a lot of times your main lord. And he picks up party members along the way, hence the people that are with him right now. And there's always one like already promoted unit that's like more powerful than everybody else on your team, but he actually sucks late game.
Such a great character.
Darou.
God, Darion's such a great. He's like one of my favorite characters.
You said in that show the Catholics are taking over, right?
That's basically what it's about. There's like a.
So all the enemies go, Amen.
Oh God, those are the most radicalized Catholics.
So basically, like,
that's saying something coming from you.
It's like they're basically saying like they worship like their god or whatever, and they think that everybody else should. So they go to war with anybody who doesn't. So that's why I said it's the Christians that are taking over.
Yeah.
So they're all like, "Fuck the gays," and they just kind of go and just fight people.
One of my favorite things about this show is that if I'm watching a serious show, I don't want there to be so many anime tropes. This show has 0 to none anime tropes, like less than Hellsing Ultimate.
So then how's it? Then how's it anime?
Because it's good.
Okay.
It's just a really good show. The story.
Japanese people animated it. It's animated.
There you go.
Well, the fact that when they go into each other's houses, they actually do not remove their shoes, which that's why I said Western influence, and I'm like, I love how they pay like attention to like small details like that.
Wait, is there really godlike English?
There's no English.
Damn it.
Yeah.
The only thing I actually am not sure about, like this show is my favorite show this season. The only thing that kind of worried me is that they introduced magic late in the show.
Oh, in the last like episode.
Yeah, they like some guys like going like inside the floor and like it's like a shadow or something. That was weird.
And again, just like Fire Emblem. There's always some dark lord that's like influencing the leader of the country that's like taking over, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. So if you like war animes, like I saw like it was 2 or 3 seasons ago, it was Maiden, that war show with the
this show was better than Maiden.
Yeah. So like what I liked about Maiden was that it actually introduced tactics. Like they actually had tactical battles. This show. Yeah, with the Wind Maiden,
Lord
the
Marksman
Ice.
and Vanadis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this show actually has all the tactics without the BS that comes with it. Mm-hmm. So it's a really good show. Great animation. The anime quality's never dropped yet. Great voice acting. Amazing ending. It's actually one of my favorite endings.
Oh, the Aoi era. Yeah, it's really good.
So what you're saying, Moses, is for the next 3 or so hours we'll be doing this cast, everything's going to be downhill from here.
Yes.
Alright. Sounds like a good ride.
There's a strong second, but still downhill.
Alright, what would you rate the show? A through F?
I give this a solid A.
Alright.
Yeah, A- for me.
Okay. Seems good. I'll be watching the Blu-rays when they start coming out.
Baby steps 2.
Baby steps. So, much like Yu Hakusho, if I can make this reference now, this show has been getting better and better animation as it goes on. I'm guessing because it's in its second season?
Second season.
I can't remember.
This
Well,
season.
it's 24, 12, whatever. That, like, it's doing pretty well. I like it a lot. It's still the same stuff. Very methodical, thought-out tennis. There's no
This is
bullshit.
still as good as soft tennis.
Never saw it.
The best
Very
tennis I've ever
methodical. There's no bullshit. There's it's just him trying to win through real tennis shit, and it's really fun. I like it a lot. Characters are still good, and yeah, animation's even better. I'd give that show a B+.
Denpa Kyoushi.
Oh boy.
I got an Negima vibe from this, but not a good one.
I was gonna get like a GTO vibe from this. The problem is like it does like recurring like animations. Like every single time he's like, time to start the lecture, and then he does some like stupid shit like like fixes the students' problems or whatever.
I don't like the art very much.
And and then he's like, lecture concluded. He's like, yeah. But it's just like, so he's an otaku. He's like one of the most brilliant motherfuckers in the world. He wrote a thesis on teleportation basically, and like the CERN's laboratory in Switzerland was like, we have to debunk this, but they couldn't, so they built a teleporter. And they're like, you got it. You're the smartest person in the world. All he wants to do is watch anime and write anime blogs, though.
Yeah.
Because fuck actually working. But he becomes a teacher because his sister forced him to get a job. His sister has the worst voice I've ever heard in anime.
Worse than Sailor Moon.
This story sounds
Second
completely
worst
made up.
voice.
This isn't even something like a real plot. It's like you're making this as you go.
So then he's teleported into school, and then the school has boys, Zoe's his girl, and then he pretends that he showed them stealing stuff on the internet and screams it out, but it's actually a joke.
But you see, they never use a teleporter, but CERN develops it as they're trying to disprove it, but they accidentally build it during their ability. It doesn't matter. But it's not over. The show's not over. Unfortunately.
It's just boring.
But it's one of those like episodic arc things that I don't care about because he's not a good character.
He's not.
And when you have a lead, I should have dropped this show early and I didn't. Now I'm too deep to stop.
So, as of right now, what do you give it?
At where you stopped. Or you should stop.
I'm still watching.
Should have stopped.
C-.
Okay.
Again, like I said, I'd still watch this show over a lot of shit I watched last season.
I was gonna say, so it's actually still better than L Zero. I think you gave L Zero D+.
You gave it D+.
I think it's better written, but Aldo Zero has guns and stuff.
See,
so
I'm
I'd rather
going
watch
to
all
benchmark for a lot of things now.
Aldo Zero Season 2 had guns and a good soundtrack and, like, guns and explosions.
Robotic
so I think it's
eyes.
still more fun to watch. Denpa Kyoushi, at least, doesn't shove its ass constantly. Yeah, C-. We'll go with that for now.
Ace of Diamond Season 2.
Still good.
Baseball. hitting stuff.
Baseball.
He's no longer doing fuck my hips throw crossfire pitch,
Bullshit.
which I guess is for the better.
Yeah, health-wise, yes.
It's really good. So it's a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be coming into the season. Seeing all the teams we saw from the first season trying to compete without the third years, and now they're all becoming new teams, and like seeing them like on these like different levels of power, just a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be at 1st. Are you caught up, Mike?
No. I
You
dropped,
dropped it last year.
I dropped it.
You dropped it last year.
Not
Well, I
because
thought you were watching the new season though.
I fell behind it so hard. I don't care anymore.
Okay, so remember the team that got second place that Sato lost to in the first season?
Yeah, I remember
Naramiya, the lightweight hair kid?
Yeah.
So they don't have that capture anymore, the captain of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So this new guy tries to be captain, but Naramiya is just like, well, I'm the best, so fuck you all.
Mm-hmm.
They lose second round of the next one. And Sato's like, well, now we can't have our fucking revenge. Like, what do we do?
Well, the only one that can beat me is me, guys.
It was like that kind of shit. It's like, it was a powerhouse and just loses right off the bat.
That happens.
And like,
Turnover.
that didn't happen in any other sports I've ever seen in
Turnover.
my life.
Yeah. Well, like it is kind of nice to see like the newer like upcoming players get to do things.
Yeah.
But I feel like this show's probably going to go on for like at least another year.
I'm enjoying it a lot. I actually won't mind anymore. I think we all remember Ace of Diamond did not have a strong like first 20 or 15 episodes.
Sure doesn't.
It's still probably the best baseball anime ever made, I think.
But
Well,
I can see Major.
Then again, you haven't seen Major or one.
You mean
One
best
Else?
out of all four?
I heard One Else wasn't actually that great.
It's not.
But yeah, Major is like the defining baseball anime, but it's like the 90s, early 90s or something.
Oh, so
So
it's like Slam Dunk to
ugly
Fairlight.
looking.
Yes.
Well,
yes,
the fifth of the
stop
sixth season
halfway
is later,
down
like
that path,
2000
you're there.
something.
Okay. But no, Ace of Diamond, I can keep watching it. I'm not disinterested yet.
It's like
I'm still like your baseball advisor in regards to certain things. It seems like.
Well, Matt's asking more of the questions.
Yeah, you guys. Well, do you know what the net thing was for?
Oh, I did ask about that. Like, that's what I thought it was for.
Yeah.
What, the
But I was like,
Yeah,
well,
the-
then why don't you have it up like during? Like, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
To me, it's like having the net is actively acknowledging the fact that pitcher could die,
Yes, that's correct.
and this sport still goes on.
Pitching is dangerous as shit.
It is, but
The ball coming off the bat about 120 miles per hour.
yeah,
They can't. You physically cannot dodge it. You have to get lucky.
but it's just funny to me that a sport acknowledges such a danger. I mean, I guess football's dangerous too.
Yeah.
Soccer's dangerous
People
too.
die more in football than baseball.
Probably. But anyways, actually at this point in the show, I think I'd give it a B+. I think I'll bump it up a bit. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's just a show that like I can always like, regardless of like what season it is or just whatever garbage may be going on, or even if the season overall is just really good, it's always a show I can be like, you know what? Like, this weekend I get to watch my weekly baseball, and it's never a bad thing.
It's definitely been a lot better since Sawamura stopped being a little bitch.
Oh, yeah.
You mean stop being Naruto?
Well, that was all of the last
10 episodes.
The last 10 episodes of the first season was just that. It was just all that. It was obnoxious.
Well, then he finally, like...
shown in anime, of course. Right.
Yeah, but then he did something about outside pitches, and he's like, oh, this guy can only pitch the outside. Guy scoots in. And
that's actually a really big baseball thing. You need to be able to come in, both sides of the plate, be a good pitcher.
Yeah, but then, then what he does is, like, then finally the guy, he's like, they're like, what they call in a pinch, or like they have him cornered. And I guess what it means is, like, if you have dudes on base and you have 0 outs or some shit.
What is that? It's called a jam, really. It's called a jam.
Yeah.
They like pinchy in Japan.
Or if the pitcher has the batter cornered, it's like 0-2 or 2 outs or something like that.
Pitcher's count.
Yeah. But anyways, and he's like, no. Go to the inside. And I'm like, oh my god, is he going to do it? And I thought they were going to do one of those joke things that he does all the time. They've like mellowed down on that so much since the first season. I'm so happy.
But you need to be able to change the eye on the batter. If they can just lock in on one spot, you're Fox pitcher. Because he knows that whatever comes through here, he's going to come through on that spot. So he can throw that spot.
But then finally he threw it to the inside and didn't hit him. And it was inside the strike zone. But because the batter, like... I thought sometimes like it's a visual thing when the batter like is like kind of like crowding the plate a little bit, but it's still inside the strike zone. The umpire will still get you.
Yeah.
And he'll say, and then to try to argue it, and he's like, I'm crowding the plate.
Well, the strike zone is determined on the person's physique. It's not a set.
It should be, but it's set.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bullshit. It's really set.
Did they change it every so often?
They change it every now and then.
I thought like a short person would have a smaller strike zone than a tall person.
Rule-wise, yes, but in practice, yes, actually. It's a lot of perception. It's a lot of perception. Strike zone's full of shit, really. It varies from umpire to umpire. That's what it is. It's full of shit. Whew. Which is why it's easy to get mad at an umpire, because his strike zone may be different from the guy you're with, like the last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's next?
Guys, I have a question. Can you pick up girls in the dungeon?
Is
that next?
What's the actual name? Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon?
Okay. Yeah.
I watched that.
And he doesn't do any of that.
I watched that show. The expectation is going to be a comedy.
I thought it was going to be some kind of weird, like, Arrogay type
harem
show.
And then I loved it even more for another reason.
Like, this is dumb.
It was real good. The fucking Hestia shit on Twitter and everything blew.
Hestia is the most mascot character since Shimikaze from Gun Collection.
Oh, she's a lot better character than Shimikaze.
But I mean, it
bitch.
describes it the most mascot character.
Yeah.
But see, this show is if like you wanted Sword Art to be an MMO, but then you were watching like, well, it's not an MMO, but I guess I keep watching it. This is actually an MMO that's actually not an MMO.
If you want a worse show than Sword Art Online,
if you want Sword Art as MMO, that's Log Horizon.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Dungeon is like D&D almost.
If you want a fusion of Sword Art and Log Horizon, but worse in question of those two shows, this is what you get.
God.
So I like this show a lot. I liked all the characters.
No.
I liked the action.
Not all of them.
I liked the concept.
Concept was cool.
It should have gone on for 24
My only thing is, like, are they just trading all these items for money? Like, that's what's going on. Right?
Yeah.
The stones they get from the they explain it early on. Like, I think someone uses them, or like they're like some people like to use them. It's like the guild, the adventurers guild or whatever.
Yeah.
They like you sell it to them, but like they sell it to someone else who wants them or something.
What sold me on the show, which I just thought was hilarious, is I'm like, okay, this is definitely an MMO. You can see your stats on your back.
Yeah, that was great. Hestia's just like, get on your back. Okay, you're doing pretty.
Get on your back, Nick on your front.
Hey, you level it up.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about this.
Get on your back. Get on your front. Like to your back. Now.
I mean, the basis of the show is pretty much some kid wants to be an adventurer and just starts going in dungeons, start fighting monsters and leveling up. That's literally the whole show.
Yeah, and
the whole show is the fucking Belle Hestia sexual tension that's never really did anything with.
And that's what.
Except Belle has hots for Ainz, so
for that fucking emotionless fucking bitch.
Ainz.
Emotionless, fucking not talking.
But those fights are really good. These fights
really
in the
good.
show are really good.
I think
the fights are fine.
A1 is really good at animating action.
This is JC Seth.
JC's. Oh boy, really?
Yeah, JC.
Well, they're doing Souma, so they're really good at doing action too.
Well, Shuma's action.
I would admit, like
Souma is action.
stabbing a Minotaur and then pumping him full of fire is pretty fucking rad. The rest of the show is very underwhelming.
The last episode was great.
It was.
I love that.
It was
last.
whatever. I'm like,
That was a raid battle.
Of course, he's gonna beat him.
No, it was a surprise raid battle. Jumped into the skies like, guys, I'm aggroed. Fight me. They have soul-bound equipment.
It's like, how do you put it? It kind of had that Dark Souls feel in that they found these items that were just unique and like that's the only one that exists, and like that doesn't happen in actual MMOs. That's more like the Elder Scrolls. Like I kind of feel where he got that dagger made for him. That's the only one in the world. They find drops or whatever. The only ones that exist. And so everyone's got this unique feel to it. It's not like, like in Log Horizon. Did you watch Log Horizon?
No.
Log Horizon, they're like, like everyone's gearing up and, let's run this raid and get the gear, loot drops and shit. But,
I can see that. The only thing I didn't really care for is that they didn't really display many people's skills. Like they kept saying that in the first few episodes, like, oh, you got the Berserker skill or whatever. They didn't really emphasize or show or display anyone else's skills that wasn't a mage. So I was actually curious to see what some of those other skills were
in
dungeon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in dungeon. Yeah, but I still really like the show.
That show. Well, I think that stems to the problem that show should be 24, 26.
It really should have been.
Not enough was able to, but it's like just little things. He goes and finds the book, reads it, it disappears. He learns Fireball.
The tone.
He gets that one. He gets that fucking dagger that works just with him. You know. He has the willpower. Fuck whatever. Shonen bullshit power on his back.
Yeah.
Like
the more little thing.
And he's the son of Zeus. What is it, Zeus, right? Is it Zeus?
Well, that's what they were hinting at. He was the son of the previous god. Zeus. I think something happened.
So everyone's wondering like this guy's level 2 in a month and a half. You have like grown men that just became level 2. So it's like apparently takes years. This kid does it in like a month or two. Everyone's pissed at him.
Because the idea is that he had just recently joined Hestia's family in the beginning of that show. So we don't know where he come from before that. They were hinting at Zeus having a family.
But one thing I'm tired of that anime really needs to cut the fuck out. If you don't see the dad, know he's coming as a major plot point to the story. Like the fact that they're saying that he's part of Zeus's family and that's his dad. I'm like, well, of course that's why. I don't see it coming. It pisses me off when I don't see it coming. But no, it was a great show. Anyone that loves any sort of MMO
fantasy,
you would appreciate all the little details they put in there.
I couldn't get invested in anyone. Except maybe the support chick, because she had a cool story. And maybe Hestia, because she brought...
The support chick story was she was literally just like beat up for like 3 episodes?
Yeah. And like Hestia brought a nice color to the show.
Well, maybe what bugged you is the fact that show wasn't heading to a specific conclusion. Like Sword Art Online, you knew what they were working toward and the ultimate goal. A dungeon does not have an ultimate goal.
I would tweak that.
I think open-ended goal.
I think the reason he didn't like it because he didn't choose a girl.
Also, no,
So your problem was the title of the show.
No, because Belle sucks.
I love Belle.
Belle's boring as fuck.
Okay,
Belle found this one girl we think is cute, and I'm like, I'm gonna be strong to meet her and fuck.
See? And like 5 others.
Like,
no, there's a point in the show where he was like, why'd it help you? Well, because you're a girl. Fuck yeah, Belle.
Because girls can't do anything. Because they're girls.
It's a girl.
All we're supposed to do is take care of kids and fuck. That's what the girls are good for, right? God.
Oh, God.
I think Belle's kind of suck.
Okay, I will admit, Belle isn't the greatest. Like, he's alright. And I personally don't like Belle better than Kirito, honestly.
Really?
Belle is nowhere fucking near Kirito.
Like, here's the thing.
What?
I don't care for
like
Kirito that much, but I think Kirito's show sucks, but not actual
Kirito's a fucking character. Belle is, I'm gonna get strong because I want to.
See, if they switch shows, it'd be great.
It'd be
okay, we're not gonna get into this. I like Belle a lot more than Kirito.
Fuck that.
Belle's fine.
Fuck that.
He's not great, though.
Okay.
He's naive as fuck.
I give this show What do you give the show, Moses?
I gave the show a solid B.
Okay.
C minus.
Probably B plus.
C minus.
C minus.
God.
Yep.
What'd you give the show in your actual mouth?
No, probably gonna give like a 6.
How is that a C minus?
Maybe,
How
okay,
dare
no,
you
maybe a
break-
7.
What the?
We're gonna go below average on the grading scale, but you know what? We'll go above average on the Mal scale.
No, just go next show. Let's go next show.
Because fuck everything.
I go by the high school rating scale.
That's fucking Arizona worst educational.
God.
Hirotama? Anybody?
No.
No.
Okay. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works second season.
Damn it, I'm already talking. I was hoping I was gonna get a buffer time with some little crap you just said.
Nope. Still the best thing I ever made. Animation still fucking top fucking notch.
That is a really pretty show.
The prettiest show.
Except it's the worst arc out of the 3.
You know, I don't think so. Because I really hate Fate 06 Saber in love with Shiro. I think that's stupid.
Okay, but to be fair,
It was ahead of its time in terms of gay relationships.
well, also that was
See, I can take that both ways. A, King Arthur. B, sure as a bitch.
to be fair though, that was Studio Dean, and they're not known for their.
But see, it's not even just like the art wasn't that great. Because the art was fine for 2006. But like the fact that Shiro kept putting himself in danger. Saber's like, I'm bulletproof. Why would you do that? It's like, because I don't want to ever see you get hurt. I wouldn't have got hurt. Well, I just liked it.
Did you watch that show? I'm not quite sure.
What?
Fate 06.
Of course I watched that well, I unfortunately watched that show.
Are you about when he jumped in from Berserker, right?
Yes. It was stupid.
That might have wiped her out, but anyways. I don't know. Regardless.
I think Shiro's boring.
I say, well, yeah, Shiro's...
He's been upgraded from fucking shit to boring.
Shiro's obnoxious. The thing is, like, I like the Fate arc. I mean, Heavens feels the best arc. Fate I like better than Oblivious because just the one fact that Shiro gets so damn powerful in this arc is the sole thing that pisses me off to no fucking end.
Also, yeah, why?
In like 3 episodes, he's on Archer's level.
Also, yeah, why?
Because
bullshit.
Well, okay.
Because it shows it.
Okay, they explained both of it in a way that just didn't satisfy me. And the first one was because Archer had almost no mana left. And the second time...
Bullshit, though.
I said it didn't satisfy me. I didn't say it was a good reason. I said he explained it. And the second one was because, what's it called? Rin gave Shiro her mana.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, he didn't give me mana. I still don't know how to fucking fight.
I didn't say it's satisfied. I just said they explained
Master swordsman level of fucking...
What?
Did he train with Saber every now and then? He trained
That's
with
the thing,
Saber.
though. In Fate, they put a lot more emphasis on the fact that Saber was training him. They didn't put that much emphasis on it this time.
No, they didn't.
I
think
Saber was too busy
But the thing
being bound by her hands.
Saber also wasn't taken away in the Fate arc, so they spent a lot more time together. In Fate arc, Saber wasn't taken away by Caster.
Yeah.
So they spent a lot more time together.
When they killed off Caster, I found my interest in the show waning.
Well, the other master, why was he also strong? Caster's master, that guy. They had to punch the crap out of Saber. Did they ever explain why he's good?
His fists were enchanted.
Because he was giving Saber a good...
And then apparently Archer Shiro, which I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? God.
No. I'm not into Type Moon bullshit, except Phase Zero. So,
Some people argue that... I hate these people. So some people
So
argue
George.
that... No. Well,
Okay.
Some people argue that Gilgamesh is also Shiro.
Whoa! Hold up. My 2 most hated characters in anime. Are the
I don't know
same
if you
character.
knew that King Arthur is also Shiro, which is why they hold a bond. And why they're master and servant. So if they has to actually be incest.
Anyways.
That's part of my fanfiction I'm reading called Fate Turn.
The backgrounds, the special effects, the fight scenes,
Incredible.
everything short of the character designs
Incredible.
were incredible. Best ever.
Man, Archer loved to fucking talk at you. Archer just talked for 5 episodes straight.
Archer.
Which Archer?
Archer.
It's 2.
The main Archer. The Fate Stay Night Archer. Fuck. God damn it.
Shiro!
No, Archer!
Was
Talk at you.
Yes.
Was it Gilgamesh? Is that your name?
Both now.
Well,
But it's like, we look at this show, and literally every single episode this season, I thought to myself, Man, Fate Zero is a better show. Like that whole time.
Man, all
That's all
the
I'm saying.
philosophizing and all the ideology bullshit trying to shove out down your throat.
Well, no, that was Gilgamesh. That's Gilgamesh.
But Archer was it too. Archer's like, man, you're getting fucking. Why you doing this shit? That's not your shit. You're just taking your dad's.
That's the whole point of this dumb arc, though.
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
Here's the thing. In the Fate arc, I know you didn't watch it, Mike. In the Fate arc, Berserker does not get pieced out that quickly. Berserker dies to Archer, but Archer dies in the process.
No, Berserker gets pieced out earlier. He gets pieced out by Archer like in episode 12 or something.
He got pieced out.
It was a better fight.
Anyways, Archer dies a lot sooner. So he just he's done.
Oh wait,
You don't have to
I'm
deal
sorry.
with it much longer.
I'm confusing Archer. Sorry, no, you're right. Sorry, my bad. Archer.
My interest is most interesting when going into the backstory of Castor and how her old master actually fucked him over.
You see, since that wasn't in the visual novel, was that even canon?
What?
Like, I was talking to Jordan, he was like, yeah, all that.
Oh, yes. No, that was made up. That was new.
Yeah, so is that canon?
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Do that for the entire show.
And I was going to say this later, that's the exact reason why also I think the last episode was my favorite episode. It was all made up. None of that existed in the original.
That fucking OVA of a fucking episode?
I loved it.
Okay,
here's what happens. Okay, they fast forward. Rin gets into this. It's a mage's academy, but she takes Shiro as her pupil. So this is like a few years later, and basically like it's just kind of closure, like what they're gonna do for together with the rest of their lives, where they're headed, what they're doing. I loved it. They kind of have like new looks, kind of like Shiro's like a little grown up, and Rin's got this like long like fuck my hair, I don't give a shit.
She took out the picked up. She's not a fucking child anymore.
Yeah. Luvia, who I don't know if you've ever seen her. Did you watch any of Fidelia? The blonde hair like rich girl.
No, thank God.
So she has this big rivalry with Rin because they're both from esteemed families.
Yeah.
But Luvia's family's dead.
Is she in Heaven's Field? Like, do we ever see her?
No, she's from Fate Hollow Ataraxia, which is not part of Fate Stay Night. It's a spin-off sequel of Fate Stay Night. But they brought her into this last episode, and they just bicker, and then they fight, and it's my favorite fucking fight scene in the entire game.
And then Luvia suplexes
Rin
into the fucking ground, right the crater.
And then they do some talking, some more, wrapping up shit, like talking about the stuff that happened. And then right at the end, Shiro's walking down, and he passes by Waver. Grown-up Waver from Fate Zero, who, again, does not exist in Fate Stay. And then they just say some, like adult shit, what's magic to you, blah, blah, blah. And then, I was like, oh my god. Waver!
So, Rin Shiro dating at this point?
So, they're going to spend the rest of their life.
Why did they shake hands at the end of that?
Because they're not American, they're Japanese, and they know how to,
Because they respect each other, Mike.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know how they do it in Blacktown.
It's called the Ghetto, okay?
I give that show a B.
I give it a show a B+.
Because
it's about a B.
UFO Table did their best to take shit and make it good. And
if anything, the fight scenes were good. Even though I hate it, okay, we didn't talk about episode 24. I don't know why. So, where you fought Gilgamesh, it was a good fight. Was it bullshit? Yes. All I can think of that song that goes around comes around. But it was a good fight. Even though he was overpowered for a very bad reason. But then at the very end, the thing that pissed me off the most is that Archer, that should have died 8 episodes prior to that fight, came back and just started shooting him with arrows. I'm like, what? Wait, what? And then saved Rin. Made a path, then you just see Archer look like Shiro.
And then his hair changes.
Because they thought, hold on,
confused the fuck out of me.
We're not quite sure if telling you I am you was a good enough, so let's make his hair the same. They'll really drill the point into you that Archer is Shiro. I know, I fully understand. It's a shitty arc. It's a really bad arc.
UFO Table, I think, is the best studio in terms of straight up animation.
Second best. Kyoto's still best.
Nah.
But
No. Close, but it makes that show look a lot better than it actually is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're real fucking good at that.
If that show wasn't as good as it was,
if that show looked like Fate 06,
if Dean had done that show, I might have dropped it.
JC Staff animated that show.
Well, then Ryu Kugamiya would have made Rin a complete tsundere, 400% tsundere.
Is she not?
Tsundere 400%. My next anime I'm making? It's just like the writing just got up its own ass too much for me.
Yeah.
In a way, Fate Zero never did.
No, because
Which again, so its main problem is following Fate Zero.
See, I'm still not 100% sure of this because you said you liked all of Fate Zero's servers better.
Yes.
I don't completely agree. I didn't like Berserker in Fate Zero at all. Like, the fact that she was related to King Arthur, I'm like, that's just anime bullshit. Or, not related, but, like, part of the story. That's just anime bullshit. That's stupid. Like, I personally like Hercules a lot better than Lancelot. I did. Hercules was a badass.
Lancelot can turn anything he wants to a weapon. That's pretty
Hercules
awesome.
is...
He turned a fucking jet into a weapon!
Hercules is probably probably the best servant in Fate's Stay.
Caster. Easy.
I don't like Caster.
I
don't know why a servant would be so subservient, like so like no. Not as on a professional level, but like on like a gender level. Why she would be so submissive to this guy? Just out of like I don't
subconscious Japanese gender roles.
Like Fate Zero Caster was raw.
Caster was raw dog motherfucker. He didn't give a fuck.
Shit.
Like
Assassin was
from
bad.
the get, you're like, Caster's a bad dude.
Was badass as shit.
But see, like, also another one, like...
Ryder was a motherfucking bro tag.
Ryder was great. Archer, I hate Gilgamesh with passion.
But Archer had, like, a sense of intimidation to him where he was like, you don't fuck with Archer. He'll fuck you up. Like, he will fuck you up.
Gilgamesh?
Okay,
Gilgamesh beat Ryder's entire army.
And
then lost to Shiro.
See...
Again, Phase Zero, better show.
Yeah.
he beat Ryder's army by using an... I hate that.
Oh, and Kotomini went out like a fucking bitch.
Yeah, Kotomini was really cool in Phase Zero.
He was fucking... he was a fucking threat in Phase Zero.
I don't like Lancer in Phase Zero. I'll say it, though. I don't like...
The same motherfucking person, pretty much.
I like it more here than in Phase Zero, actually. Because he had more...
I feel like they're the same person.
He had more...
They both died.
I feel like the story revolving around Lancer in Phase Zero...
Why did Lancer come back after he got stabbed himself?
What do you mean?
Like, he stabbed himself. I thought he was dead, and he just got back up.
Well, he said that...
missed the vital point.
No. He got the vital point. He's just saying that this wouldn't kill Servant in 2 seconds. He's like, I still have time. He died, though. I mean, he would have died.
Oh, you're about this one.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Phase Zero. I loved it. When, his master...
No, that entire scenario of Phase Zero is fucking incredible.
Okay. No. You're right, but I hate the fact that fight did not finish. I'm like watching that fight, and I'm like, oh.
No, because it got better.
Well, I guess...
It fucking got better. It was awesome.
I guess Kisu's gonna be a fucking bitch and ruin my fun.
It was like, okay, I'm not gonna kill you, and then he got sniped. Well, I'm not gonna kill you. Awesome. Fucking rad.
Moses, what do you give Fate?
A B or B minus, I'm not sure.
Shows the best to me, the best Japanese opening of all time.
Oh yeah, Brave Shine.
Brave Shine was great. What's it called? XU is better.
Name an opening Japanese opening better than that.
Seraph.
Fuck better than Seraph. But what? Fuck you. No.
I really like that song.
Whatever. Okay, that's fine.
Did I just hear Siri activate?
Yeah, I in my rage, I hesitated this moment.
All right. So next up is
Eden of Grisaia.
Grisaia, no Rakuen. Okay. So, yeah, Mike, go.
That this is the fucking show. It should have been in the beginning.
I mean that crap fest that was last season?
Yeah. That was actually just season before that.
2 seasons ago?
Yeah.
Well.
Where it made fucking Yuji the main character.
Yeah.
Where he brings to his entire show was fuck. Episode 0 might be the best episode of anime of this season. Across all shows.
Oh, the OVA, the hour-long OVA?
Yeah. What's better than that?
It's really good. It's really good.
It went into how his sister was born a prodigy, and how she outshined him in everything. And then I forgot why she left or something, or something happened to her. Or the only thing she could missing on that camping trip, I think was right.
Yeah.
And then his father was like mad at him because he wasn't as good as her. And then tried to rape his mom to get another prodigy. And then he ended up killing his father, and then his mom hung herself, and then he got adopted by Heath also, who like I don't think he molested him, but like made it seem like he molested him. He dressed up like a little girl.
He did pedophilic things.
Dressed up like a little girl.
Yes.
And trained him to kill. And then he got rescued by the other lady whose name escapes me.
I want to say Akiko, but I don't think it's that.
Akiko? I think you're on the right track there. Let me see here. What was her name, which does not show here? Okay. I'll find it later.
One cast.
Yeah, well, this is an NA list's own database. I'm on my anime list right now.
Who's the main character? Is the main character. That's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say let's see Akiko so I figure it out.
Honestly.
Okay, yeah, talk about yourself. You talk. I'll find it.
So to me, this second season, again, like I agree, it was fantastic. Well, the first half of the season was fantastic. 10 out of 10 Mercurial. It has that syndrome that good sequels have, where you can't appreciate
Unfortunately for this show.
Yeah, you can't appreciate the sequel as much unless you know what the first.
So is it worth me going back and watching all of Fruits of Grisaia to watch this show?
I think it's kinda.
It almost.
I think kinda. Yeah.
You see how much of a badass Yuji is.
Asaka.
You see how much of a badass Yuji is, and just how he treats everyone and how he lives.
And you figure out why.
To be fair,
he's
the
that
last
way.
arc of the last season was really
Cool.
good. Like where they go into his sister and how she died.
Yeah. But this show goes into why he is how he is.
Yeah. And so you get to see, the whole time you're like, man, this character's really cool, but they never go into it. You're like, God, why wouldn't they go into it?
Right, yeah.
And then they make this season, they go into
Like,
it.
oh, fuck me!
You're like, hey!
His story's fucking incredible. And, Asuka adopts him, and it does something I've never, ever seen in any anime ever in my entire life.
Rape?
No. It's like where Asuka is just like, oh, yeah, we had sex.
Rape, yes.
And
no! JB was there. Her the operation, the CIA lady who's in charge of them or whatever or something like that.
Yeah, no, before
she stops by.
Before it's like, hey, it was his birthday, and I'm like, I'm gonna give you my gift. It's gonna be me. He's like, I'm 13. I yes, yeah, we'll do it. So yeah, and then she's like, it's about JP doing version. He's like, JB, just see her, just drink beer. It's like, hey, UJ, come fuck her. And he does, and it happens.
He's like, okay.
He's like, hey. I've never ever seen that in an anime. So brazen about it. Episode started with, oh yeah, we have sex.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a teenage boy and a woman in a house by themselves for a long time, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking happen.
What?
It's yeah. Also, something like
they spent a lot of time
also,
together.
okay? It's not her son. She doesn't really see him as really her son.
I love this.
It's a very different relationship from mother-son relationship.
Not if you adopt the person.
She didn't really adopt. He just let him live with her.
He had no.
They live in a cabin in the woods. What else can they do? Shoot guns and fuck. What else are they gonna do? Honestly, but it's just that blew my fucking mind. Because when you said an anime, never.
Yeah.
You never see an anime, and it's just goes into him, Asuko, her thing, then him going to the military, all that, and how he becomes the person that he is.
Yeah.
Which that entire thing, 10 out of 10, incredible best arc of any show this season to me. And then the past second arc, how the girls really earned their keep there. They earned their fucking keep.
Some suspensions of disbelief had to be taken for that second.
Yeah,
the thing is the second arc, it was fine still, but I didn't get into it thinking yeah, Grisaia time. I was like, well, it's Grisaia time.
I was like, it's Grisaia time all the time.
The game the show wanted to remind you, hey, it was still an arrogant.
Hey, Disco Player 2, remember them? I'm like, yeah, fuck them. I'm like, no, bro, that's kind of cool. And so here he gets kidnapped. But Heath also, I forgot how that happens again. But he's re-kidnapped by Heath also.
Yeah.
And the girls, with the help of, what's the name of the rope? What's the name of the
Thanatos.
Contact.
By the way, that girl should not have been able. When she was taken out of, he goes you must remove the core of the computer, and they go and get the girl, right?
Yeah.
They're I'm like, she's been sitting in that thing for 7 years, and her body's not decrepit. She stands up and starts running immediately,
But no, Thanatos contacts the girls about how to capture him, and did all this different shit. The little lobby girl, what's her name? Her name is
Irina.
Irisu. They she got this fucking custom made pink sniper rifle.
Yeah.
And they went to this fucking hotel, and she's like, "Fuck your boy, I'm fucking 32. Fuck you guys, in my fucking room," which is pretty rad. And the other girl's what's it? The Tsujigahara-esque girl, Sakaki, was running the show. And like you thought they were sending Miwishiro on like bitch mission, but she actually like, going around selling like these components to get this billions of dollars and make all these trades.
No, she did the paperclip into a house thing. She was like, okay, get all the money you have. Now we're gonna turn this into about $1 million.
So first you need to go here and buy this fucking this turned toy for these fucking little turned toy.
Now we have a boat.
I have a boat because I did all the trading for like minerals and shit.
Yeah.
And you thought it's like she's been trying as a bitch for like the entire time.
Well, she sent the blonde-haired girl out to the other countries to do like the things. It's like I'm in Transylvania or something. Like that.
I'm in like fucking like Dubai doing all these trades.
Yeah.
And like they just made it was a heist at the point, so it was a heist anime.
Yeah.
To get him back, and you find out that Thanatos is actually the sister of Yuji's, who you thought died in the original arc of last season.
Spoilers.
And she has this weird, sick robot arm. She has a robot arm. And then they have a submarine. Because think it's like the school they were at gets shut down. So they make like the submarine they're at school now. That's a new school.
But Yuji fights a clone of him that was made.
Which I
and they just keep injecting themselves with steroids during that fight. And he's like, I don't need to use this shit. And the bad guy's like, yeah, you do. And he's like, shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. The way Yuji kind of just goes on rampage in that boat is pretty rad.
The way Yuji survives that boat is kind of, again, suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, but at that point, it's pretty rad.
I mean, yeah.
It was a good fight. He's a talented fucking fighter. And again, that's back to his time in military in the school there too.
Yeah.
And it's just also he gets pussy.
Isn't he your favorite male character of all time?
He is might as well be my favorite character of all time. He's incredible.
But yeah, Moses. So the first arc, you learn how his sister dies, and the red-haired girl was with her, and she survives, and that's the one that was Yuji, right? Mm-hmm. So you find out that the sister is Thanatos, is the core of this complex computer system. They use her brain as a template. Now, when she comes out, she has this robot arm, so you assume that she somehow lost her arm, right? Best part of the entire show,
pretty great.
Literally the very last scene, is that they're on this island, just don't worry about it. And one of the other girls comes and brings her a drink. And she's like, oh, thanks, but it's like a soda can, you have to pop the top, right? So she takes her arm off, grabs it, and then she's like, the fuck?
It was a toy. Just put on there. I thought it'd be really funny.
I thought it'd just be funny.
Which it was.
Very last scene of
she's like, oh, thanks. Pop. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. Fuck me, man. That show's pretty outstanding. I mean, the Heath also thing, the back half of that was like, it was not good first half. But so good back half of it. It was good. The whole heist part of the girls getting him back was pretty awesome. Having Mei-chan fucking make bombs and shit.
Yeah.
She's always been awesome.
She is.
So
this is what I'm not saying you should watch the first season.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to.
But you should consider it.
I saw like 4 episodes of the first season. I was like, this is not a good show.
Second season is what should have been in the first place. It is incredible.
Well, I mean, could you imagine you saw the second season like, yeah, now it's going to good next season, which would be the first season.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
Yeah,
that'd be worse.
Yeah,
be a lot worse.
I don't know.
This to me is the second best show of the season.
I give it an A-.
I give it an A.
Excellent.
Outstanding. Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, I need to go back from my anime list to
Moses, I mean, you're never gonna watch it. Don't worry about it.
No.
I know you're not. So yeah.
Matt. Gunslinger Stratos.
Oh my lord! Well,
The game was rad. I want to play it.
So this is based on an arcade.
Wait, you watched all of it?
Yes, I did.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is based on a Square Enix arcade game in Japan. The way the game actually plays looks really fun. Except we're never gonna get it, which sucks. But
the animation also looks better in the game.
Yeah.
The animation also looks better in the game, but we won't talk about that. So, for something that's supposed to be like sci-fi time travel, it's far from being anywhere near the best, because it's no Steins Gate. At the very least, they explain things into the future. So like, there's these beings called like timekeepers or something, and they're supposedly like are trying to like cause chaos or something. And then there's like these two worlds, and they're making them fight over these energy cubes that power their weapons or something like that. And they basically say, well, one of you has to win, otherwise there's going to be a convergence, and both of you will cease to exist. And then in the end, anime bullshit happens, and
They both get to live.
they both get to live because they revolted against the timekeepers and tried taking them out. And of course, in the end, they do. It's just
Oh, so the show's concluded.
In the first episode and a half that I saw, who was that little girl that kept disappearing after writing cryptic messages on the ground?
so she was from one of the worlds that originally was building the first time development machine thing. And she was a researcher in that facility. And then some accident happened or whatever, some, I don't know, temporal something or another. And when she got caught in it, it reversed her age.
Oh, clearly. Lolly researcher.
Yeah, so the thing is, they got better later because they actually explained stuff, but I don't know. Overall, it's about a C.
I didn't drop the show because it was really confusing. I dropped it mainly because it was boring and the artwork was really dull and dismal.
The thing is, I dropped it because I have a lot of experience knowing where these, multi-dimension time travel anime try to go and how they try to do it within a 12-episode span. And they were already messing with it so hard in the first 2 episodes. I was like, oh no, I can't. I don't want to. I don't want to get into this. They were pretty much pulling what Houkago no Pleiades did in the last episode in the first 2 episodes. My radar was going off. I had to stop.
Well, Chaos Head did a great job.
After you watch something like Steins Gate, it's just really hard to go back to something that is not thought out properly.
Yeah, well, and the fact that it was only 12 episodes, and the last 4 episodes really felt rushed, and that's when they really started explaining stuff and started doing the big reveals, and I thought, okay, so you're revealing all these things to me, but then I had to think back, okay, who was this person again? Okay, what relevance did they have again? And because they did it all so fast, that I had to go back and I had to think about, okay, what's the connection here? So the only reason I really kept watching it was because I just wanted to see the gun battles, and I was actually a little disappointed because they really didn't have a lot, because later in the episodes, like in the series, they spend more time explaining how things work or why they work, or how they're going to beat the timekeepers, or all that kind of stuff. The final confrontation.
They turn to sand, don't they?
What?
They turn to sand. Like Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
If they don't get to send the times, like when they send the time, everybody turns into sand.
They loosely explained that whole thing, but it's still, to me, didn't really make a lot of sense. But whatever.
So,
I knew it. Prince of Persia. That's all I gotta say.
Is this the worst show of the season for you?
The worst?
That you watched.
Oh, that I watched.
Because you're making it sound like it to me.
I think it's tied with one other show.
Show by Rock? I got you.
Well, I only watched the first episode of that, and I actually know I didn't even finish the episode, because I said, hell no.
I want to like it.
I tried to watch it.
Alright, so you rated us, what'd you say, a C something?
Like a C or a C minus, probably.
Okay. What's next, Mike?
Hello, Kirino Mosaic.
Oh, man. So, man, they jacked the lesbian levels up in this one.
Did they?
Whew!
Boy. Oh, that show.
Boy! Wow. They went from, platonic lesbianism to, man, I want to marry her and spend and elbow kids, and I'm shy, and I fucking
So
love
it's now
you.
the level soccer trick.
Between who and who?
Between Yoko and the blue, long, twin-tailed girl.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Not Shino. And not
Karen?
Huh?
Karen?
No. Karen's the guy.
Oh, red-haired girl and blue-haired girl.
Yeah.
So like the Yuri of that. Okay.
Jesus Christ, man. But there was an episode that was almost entirely in English, and it was amazing.
That sounds great.
English is
But again, did they really do anything? No. Right?
No.
They don't do anything.
Doesn't matter. It's all about Karen being the biggest badass ever, and English.
And
there's this one really racist episode, but I can't remember exactly.
And
what happened.
fucking what's her name? Shinobu just fucking losing her mind over Alice.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
And she makes the joke again. I should dye my hair blonde, and everyone's like, Nope. No. That is a fun show. I'll give it a B minus.
Okay. All right. Fine.
I love it.
Hibike Euphonium.
Oh,
Hibike Euphonium! This is my favorite show of the season by a fucking long
Did you
shot.
watch it, Mike?
Holy
I
shit.
got bored.
Where do I start?
Of course you did.
Where do I
At
start?
the end.
So
Like
first
that.
of all, anytime they do something about like music and they actually bring real like music aspects into a show, I'm usually interested. Because I've been one for years. And, even though like I was in strings and this is band, but they still had a lot of the same general
Midori was playing.
contrabass,
Yeah.
which is cool. And I did. I mean, I was watching this for the characters towards the end, and not really the music. But man, the lesbian tension between the two main characters
Like,
is great.
Jesus, they're like, is it real or not?
What I recall is the main character, what's her name? Kumiko?
Yeah.
Kumiko
Didn't want to join band because she joined band before, and she had a falling out with this one girl, Reina or Kosuka, what the fuck her name is? Is that right?
No. What? No, she.
The black hair girl. Yeah.
Yeah, Reina Kosuka. But no, Reina. She knew of her. But no, she wanted to join band. She didn't want to play.
I thought they were friends and like, you were friends, you're in bands. I hate
No,
band now.
she like saw her and she like made like a remark she wasn't exactly like happy about. Like she said something she regretted immediately to her because they were watching the awards, I believe, for the band before. I can't remember if it was at what band were they looking at? I think it was that school, but before they joined.
Yeah, because
They got like bronze or something. And they were like okay with that. And Kosaka, the blacker girl, was like, fuck this, no, fuck God, I'm really angry, I'm like crying angry, this is awful, this is the fucking worst, no, everyone, you must enjoy band, you must be living by band. And oh my, she said some snide remark, and she like kind of insulted Kosaka and like didn't know it.
Oh,
so she was afraid to talk to her for like the first 3 episodes, because she's like, how do I say I'm sorry, but like not be a bitch about it?
That whole thing just was I'm not down with that.
Kumiko wanted to join band. She didn't want to play Euphonium. So she joins band. They're like, what instrument do you want to play? And she's telling Midori and the other girl, like, don't tell them that I played Euphonium before. And they're like,
Euphonium!
And they're like, man, well, I think the funniest scene, like the entire fucking show is like,
God.
she's like, I don't know the song Euphonium, and then like, it like pans over to Kumiko. She's like, like winking at her, like, don't tell her that.
Oh yeah, that was.
And
really
then
funny.
someone that she didn't expect, was it the guy maybe? I can't remember. Comes up like, hey, didn't you play Euphonium your entire fucking life?
Oh,
she's like,
that was the friend. That was the friend of hers, the guy that they had like that was. She was like really tsundere about.
Yeah, and then the busty glasses chick.
Tanaka? Oh my god.
Now, Tanaka.
No, it wasn't Tanaka.
What,
Asuka. Yeah, it's
Asuka.
Yeah.
Asuka. Oh, it was Tanaka.
Asuka Tanaka. is her
Asuka
name.
is like,
she-
hey, Euphonium!
She nearly redeemed that show for me because she's fucking outstanding.
The thing is, like, so she becomes like scary later on. How far did you get?
Episode 4.
Okay, so like later on, they get into the thing of like, well, why weren't you the club president? Why did you give it to this girl over here, voiced by Sayaka Yami? And it's like, because I couldn't do it, and it's like, she just didn't want to do it. Why? Well, she has. It's something I think they'll go into later seasons, but like, she asked who should do the solo later on, and she's just like, I don't care. And like you find out that like she just doesn't, like she just cannot make people like dislike her. She has some problem, like an inferiority complex or something, and so she can't be president because she doesn't want anyone to dislike her for any decision she has to make. And that kind of shows up later, and she's just like, she kind of like starts like scaring Omai kind of. She appears behind her one time. She's like, she's like, duh. But she tries to befriend everyone, and that's why she could be president, because she would have to like make tough decisions that would make like hurt people's feelings. And so she just like, you know.
So she was probably aside from the obvious lesbian couple though. Like I mean, she was probably my favorite character.
She was great from what I watched. But
Plus,
like,
your favorite character was
the
music
other
iPod chick.
the one that's like always like has her.
Hibike-chan is in the show?
The one that always has her head out the window in the desk and she's like sleeping.
What's her? Who didn't make it into
Sapphire?
The one who didn't make it.
No, not Sapphire.
No, Natsuki is her name.
Natsuki?
Yeah. That's the best character.
But what was really impressive is Kyoto, again, just proving that they work so hard on anime areas that other people do not. In that they created these scores for the anime. Like, they created a concert score from scratch for this show. And then they even made, like, a wind ensemble version of the ending in the last episode.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
But, like, the animation was beautiful. The episode where, I think it's episode 6, where
6 or 7,
Kosaka and Omai,
where they go up top, though.
they go up to, like, look at the city or whatever.
God.
Like, I've never seen anything more beautifully animated in my life than that. And Kyoto they can do anything. Kyoto's so far ahead of the curve
Nah.
when they want to be. It's absurd. It's absurd.
Evil Table is right there with them.
Like, the UFO Table, like, I don't like the character designs. And it's like, Kyoto has everything. They just have everything. I don't get it. It's like, I just don't know how they do it. I feel like they like kill people or something,
Well,
so they don't do what they need
they
to do.
they still manage to put out garbage like Tamako Market, but
Yeah, it's still beautiful. But
My problem is that, like, when you have orchestra, you have too many characters fighting for screen time. And also,
Well,
the two main characters were not interesting to me at all.
they didn't focus too much on like a lot of them. Like, do you remember? Like, I don't remember any like of the percussion, like any of their names at all.
no.
Because they don't really try. That's what I liked about it too. Is they didn't try to like include literally everybody and try to give everybody an episode. So they could focus more on like the mains. And that's I think what
I love Kumiko. I loved her. She was sassy, and she kind of had a trait that like not many people have. Like she kind of just was doing things the way she wanted to do it. She didn't like care about like other people how like the way they felt.
Mm-hmm.
But like she tried to be like roundabout and like try to be like hidden from other people.
unless it was that one guy.
Unless it was that one guy. But like Kosuko was she was gung fucking ho about concert. And then there was a whole debacle later about her knowing the teacher, and that's why she got the solo and they redid it. I could go on and on and on about the show, but it's an A+, so that's all that matters.
Mm.
I can't quite give it that because, it was more of a personal thing for you, I think, but no, it's definitely top 3 though, I think. Yeah, solid A, I think, and it would be, and that's actually because almost every episode had some stupid little thing just to make me laugh, and it would be not even important, and I hated them for that, but then like it just kept on going. Like when what's her name, the tuba player, where she was like getting mad because the teacher was like making them do something that she didn't like or something, and then as soon as she was like talking about him, and then he walks in the door and says like, "Oh, sorry, I'm late," and then the first thing she does real quick is the I laughed at I'm Tubacabra and you were born to blow me.
Oh god.
That was a good line.
That line.
That was a good line.
Well, the fact that they made her dress up in the mascot and say that was the best.
The Dojin like shit I've seen on Facebook of all places for this show just been like, god damn it, the biggest bait I've ever seen.
Not bad.
Oh, God. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna let you know that for right now.
Oh god, no.
There's
Matt,
not a lot.
No, Matt.
But there will be.
There
will be.
This season adapted the first book. From what I'm told, there's more. I don't know how many more, so I'm praying we get more. Because I mean, they just finished the first regionals, so they haven't got like nationals or anything yet.
It was the preliminary it was just to get in to compete for nationals.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I could write an essay on Kyoto, but we're not gonna do it now. Next up,
HighSchool DxD BorN.
Which I didn't know.
Hey Moses, how'd you like HighSchool DxD BorN?
Whew, God.
So, I don't know.
Did you watch it, Moses?
No, I didn't watch it.
Do not watch it!
I don't know if this show is
These two fuckers have done some mental jujitsu to convince themselves the show is good when it's clearly not.
It is. But
It is fucking
I don't
garbage.
know if it's supposed to be read as BorN or B or N. I haven't figured this out yet.
That's called BorN.
Because that N is capitalized.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I read that this season deviated from the manga. I don't know how much.
You mean the
The
novels?
novels.
I don't know. Well, we'd probably have to ask Key because I know he.
But I don't care. It was great.
These girls have been literally throwing themselves at him for 3 years straight.
Yep.
And he's made a big thing about how tits are the best. Yeah, tits are great. I want tits. And no one's done... Like, on a pure relationship, emotional level, no one's done anything. It makes zero sense. He loves the president. President loves him. It's the first time they've kissed.
She has to tread lightly.
She sleeps in his bed naked.
They all do. They all do.
Except the girl who's like, we're gonna make babies right here, right now, in this fucking this door. Zenobia?
Oh, she's in that bed, dude.
Yeah, but she's like, we're gonna make babies right now.
No,
yeah, but then it kind of keeps showing up. Hey, you guys having sex in here?
So I'm like, Zenobia's great because she's like straight to the fucking point. And Akano's like, I want him too. Fuck you, president.
Again, I like
Akano the most.
I cannot. Oh, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
I cannot put.
And Koneko's coming around to him. So, she's a cat.
Yeah.
Demon.
Cat demon. This season focused on like the
families.
the gods and underworld like peace and like stuff, and then like the Chaos Brigade was trying to fuck them and like fuck with the peaceful the peace between the nations or the worlds or whatever, and like it was all fine. Then what happens is Agia gets taken.
Then she like dies.
No, she was going to die.
Okay.
She did die. And then Issei kind of like goes into his next form, but improperly, so like fucks with him.
Man, that's so much bullshit too.
Which, that's all fine. I liked it all. But what I didn't like was the last arc when Loki created a clone of Issei using the shard of that transformation that broke off during the battle. It wasn't a clone, but like it was a copy of some sort. And like that went and abducted Rias and like brainwashed her, which made no fucking sense. And then they just go into this fucking like the worst shonen shit I've seen in a while. And I'm like, this is a really bad way of ending off this season. And then they kiss, which was like...
Yukasa still rocks as Rias, without a doubt. She just rocks that rock and roll.
Yeah.
But there's just no progression in the characters at all. No.
I mean...
Koneko kind of came around.
This was Koneko's season.
Yeah.
Well,
it makes no sense on a relationship level that they haven't done anything.
Actually, and Akeno's season a little bit. How she was like reconciling with her father.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the show doesn't look like the story is absolute nonsense, and
again, I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on why I enjoy this show. Like this ecchi show is the one I really enjoy. I don't know what does it, but something does it. It's the characters. I like the characters. They're great and entertaining. Maybe it's that. Maybe Issei's cool. I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, the fact that he's not like embarrassed about like seeing like they're
at this point he shouldn't be. He seems so awful.
Well, I mean, he actually will like. The fact that they are so open with each other that like he can like touch them and like not like get hit.
So you think someone would have by now, wouldn't you?
Okay, but
maybe they are and they're just not showing. I don't know.
Nah.
You want me to go read all the light novels for you and let you know?
Yeah.
Just ask Key.
Make sure the light novels, not the other shit.
Yeah. Well, just ask Key. He's read them.
I give it D+. Every other season, a D+. Haven't changed a bit.
That's only because it's got the DxD in it, right?
Shut up. D-. How about that?
Oh, God.
I can go lower if you want.
Well, anyways, I can't conceivably give this show more than a B because...
It's about a B.
Just because of the genre that it is, it's just not...
Nothing about... Yeah.
That genre is not my cup of tea, and it's like the only one that I will continue to watch because, again, I think it's because...
Well, I can never get tired of Boosto.
I like the picture that shows up on like different J-lists, like J-lists or Easter Mouse comments, where it's just like his dick hitting him in the face. It's Boosto. That makes me giggle every time I see it.
Okay. Well, either way, I think out of out of most shows I've seen of its genre, I think it's better.
No, it's the best. Like I can't think of a better ecchi
The best
show.
retarded ecchi show?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
the best one.
Huh.
I can't think of a better.
Onichan Zenzen's pretty good.
Wow, that's no. God damn it.
Moses!
No.
Moses! Onichan Zenzen? Did you watch it?
Ooh.
Or Onichan Nagato?
Okay, let me rephrase that.
Better.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking about like
Harem comedy?
like harem comedy. It's about like the action ecchi shows, like the action like
Oh, Sensen, what am I doing?
like something like
I'm trying to think.
Sensen, one of the best comedy animes of all time.
like
What was-
one of those 5 shows that aired the previous season.
What was the anime with the breast sucking?
That game they keep coming out for
the
3DS.
Souma sucking.
Yeah, they keep stealing boot
oh,
power. and
God.
getting power.
Oh,
That show, I think, better than
I-
DxD.
Wow,
Yeah.
you serious? That show's
Legit.
utter
No,
fucking
it's
shit.
better than that.
Seikon no
Seikon no
Quasar.
Quasar.
There's yeah. And also, I'd
Not
say,
even
like...
close.
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
I trudged through that garbage.
You
It's better
watched
than
all of
DxD.
it?
Yes, I trudged through it.
God, that show was garbage. Sekirei was garbage. Oh,
What about Ikitosen?
no.
Okay, so Ikitosen is a really bad show. The girl ate some other girl out for superpower.
Awesome. Great.
Great.
10 out of 10.
All right.
I give the show a double D+. Houkago no Pleiades.
Oh, have
Oh,
fun.
hold on. You know, I need to pause this for this one.
Oh, no.
Okay, so sorry. All right, we had to make a little cut there. So Houkago no Pleiades.
Yeah.
I don't know what Gainax is doing anymore, and I don't think they know either. We're gonna get a quick okay. I'm like a 30-minute synopsis of this show.
But the show's about a magical girl that became a magical
So,
girl by going to his
all right,
dimension.
there was an OVA. There was an OVA of this show done a while back. Houkago no Pleiades. This is a collaborative effort with Subaru, the car company. So the main character, her name was Subaru.
Oh, wow.
And it's a magical girl show, and the wands they fly make car sounds. So they go vroom vroom.
So it's already better.
And then
what?
they when they go faster, they pop a little fender out in the back, and they have little exhaust pipes on the back, and they use terms like what was it? Pushing on the throttle.
Drift King.
They
Some of the Drift King.
Okay, what?
but they'll allude their witch brooms to car.
They're witch hybrids.
Like they use the word drive shaft quite a bit.
Yeah. My type of show.
So the idea is this alien came down and talked and basically met up with this girl who was studying a bunch of different languages because her dad's always traveling around the world. So she likes to study different languages because her dad's always like around different languages. Whatever. So this alien's able to communicate in English through this girl. He kind of like talks through her, takes over her.
It looks like a smaller blob of Kirby that's green. It sits on her head.
Yeah. So basically, this alien's like, hey, our rocket ship, whatever, fuck it, the engine blew up or something. We have to go find all the fragments of it. So they have to go like capture these fragments, like car capture stalkers. I don't fucking know.
That's what makes symbology symbols capture
Yeah.
fragments.
Now I want to say one thing. This is a G-rated show. There's nothing. There's no blood. There's no ecchi. There's nothing. This is a G-rated. Most likely for a kids show. And so it starts out very simple. We're gonna go catch these fucking pieces of candy in space. All right, yeah, we're gonna, they're gonna be traveling around the world, whatever. So they do that, and this asshole dude starts like jacking it every chance he can. He's like, hey,
No. G-rated.
Like,
G-rated.
Oh,
G-rated.
jacking the car?
No, jacking the fragment pieces.
Oh, I thought the jacking the car.
remember the jacking in and the jacking.
Oh, God.
You could have said steal.
This asshole comes in, and every time they're about to take one, like get the piece of candy rocket ship part, he comes in and steals it. All right, this happens for about 10 episodes. So let's fast forward.
Do they yell "Super no swiping" every time?
Well, you forgot the Ultimate Dimension Bloom calls it. The one where she goes in there's a garden there with that other guy that looks strikingly like the bad guy. We don't know it's really the bad guy.
So she goes into like her astrology club, and there's a guy who looks like the guy who's stealing the engine parts for them, but no one puts 2 and 2 together because that'd
So
be
it's
too
like
hard.
Honey Homes, but where the president is actually the captain.
Yeah, I don't know which one I'd rather watch at this point. Right. So okay,
So it's like Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask.
I watched this.
this is-
Except not actually pedophilia.
I
Because
enjoyed
that's
watching-
pedophilia, actually.
See, I don't think they can make Sailor Moon rated G because of pedophilia.
Pedophilia.
But this show's rated G. So when they transform into the Magical Girl outfits, they all wear white. This is a pretext, so I'm going to say something later.
Yeah.
So anyways, the guy who's constantly stealing the shit, his outfit's black. Alright? White versus black.
Yeah.
Now, the theme of this show is, every time they get new engine fragments make them more powerful, so they're able to travel further. Because some of these engine fragments, for fuck God knows what reason, ended up by, like, Saturn and Pluto. So, they eventually go traveling to, like, other planets, which their drive shafts get upgraded so that they can drive at, like, light speed and shit like that. And then, like, warp speed.
Subaru power.
Is this show just like the fucking precursor to No Man's Sky?
Yes.
Okay.
So, okay, we're gonna fast forward. So, anyways, the guy... And the guy in this... The clone of the guy that no one knows, for fuck knows what reason... So, like, he kind of like falls in love with Subaru, and she kind of, like, falls in love with him. But then they start going to, like, the black... I'm going to call him the black guy. He's not black, but he's wearing black. The black guy.
Curl-san.
The black guy has this backstory. So he met an alien himself, but it was a kid, in the form of a kid. And he's like, yo, same shit. How do I get these engine fragments? Alright, whatever. But, like, it gets so fucking confusing. Because you don't really understand why he's doing it, but he's in like a hospital bed. So it's like his consciousness doing it, but then there's like two of his consciousness.
Wait, no, you didn't tell me this part.
I was trying, it got confusing. It's very hard for me to piece
So
this
he's
shit
astral projecting himself, that's an actual solid form of...
Something like that.
Okay.
Because magic. He meets his clone, and then the clone disappears. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why. This is a rated G show. This is meant for kids. I think I'm thinking too deep into it. He's just gone because fuck it. So, the very last engine fragment part is in another universe. So they, like, travel, like, through the darkness to get it. And, like, he's there. I don't know how. Again,
it's not anime if you don't say darkness once.
But like he's like gonna be a jerk again. But then Subaru's wait, no, it's you, the one I like. And then she saves him. But then they switch clothes colors. So for the rest of the show, she's wearing black and he's wearing white. And then he works with them. And then they get the last fragment. But then you realize the blob was the kid that visited him. And the reason is that it takes the form of what you think an alien would look like as soon as you see it. So he thought an alien would look like a kid, and then she thought an alien was like a candy blob. And then they're like, congratulations, you helped us out. What we're going to do is we're going to give you the ability to choose any possibility ever made from any possibility 4 billion years ago to...
Well, let me ask you a question. Is this a test? Because why didn't you just do this to get his own engine back?
What? What do you mean?
No.
I don't know.
No, like,
I don't know. Moses. I can't tell you.
He granted this wish. I feel like if he could do that himself, he'd been like, well, I wish I didn't lose my fucking engine.
I don't know.
Oh,
like
it's almost parody. Like wishing
that
that the time stream was fixed instead of wishing someone to come fix it.
Yeah.
Like, Mike, you know the theory where every time you make a decision, an infinite amount of decisions are made?
Yeah, butterfly.
So yeah, like, they fixed the engine. I think with the engine's power, he's able to grant them that wish. And so all of them go back to when the Earth was first created. And they're like, okay, you can pick your possibility. I'm like, I don't get this at all. Why not just to the point where they're
including the red hair guy?
Yes. Okay. And then they did like the everyone in team circle thing. And then they all start disappearing. Except for the guy in Subaru. And then they're like, we're going to be waiting a while.
Oh,
like
shit.
4 billion years.
This is Angel Beach shit up here. Okay.
And then they fast forward to the present again. and they meet each other, but they don't know each other, and then the show ends, and I don't fucking get it.
Oh, so it is Angel Beats. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I don't fucking understand a single fucking
What
thing
do you
that's
fucking
happening.
give this show? God damn it!
C.
Great.
Minus.
So I was right to stop at episode 4.
Yes.
Great. Awesome. Cool.
They kissed. So that was one of 2 shows that featured a heterosexual kiss this season.
Great. Kekkai Sensen.
I dropped it episode 1. You guys can take this one.
I dropped.
I from what I remember, it's blood power, not zombies, weird aliens, and X-Men. So
New York was taken over by aliens.
there you go. We're done? No, I'm fine with that.
Yep, we done?
Cool. Okay,
Alright,
C minus.
cool.
Let's go.
I just thought
So this show's not over yet.
the main guy was not interesting, and like they didn't go enough to how the fucking crazy shit world is.
I'll agree with you this time. The main guy's not interesting.
They didn't world build at all, and I had no idea what's going on or why. And they didn't explain any of it. And
Levi's call for that.
Sweet fucking soundtrack though.
I stuck around for 4 more episodes, and
No, I couldn't figure it out.
I'm waiting for the last episode still. So they have these like vampires, and they're like the most powerful ones around.
And they play chess.
But did you see the blonde haired girl in the hospital that the main guy was visiting?
Yeah.
Do you see her brother on the subway where he saw him as a vampire?
No.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really know what's going on.
Okay. Cool.
Like, yeah, I don't.
It looks good.
I don't
It's
get,
a great soundtrack. Good opening.
I can't figure out. I think for me the big problem with that show is pacing. It is slow.
There's a monkey or something.
There's a monkey.
Yeah, the monkey was the one that in the first episode I think he was chasing,
Yeah.
and then he became his pet.
There's some guy that looks like a beast.
He has like an eye that can see.
The main guy has eyes that can see anything.
Great. Cool. Moving on. All right.
I give that a.
It's up the ending of this show.
I give that show a C+.
Anybody watch Ghost in the Shell TV version?
Yeah. So
Alright.
this is 10 episodes. The first 8 cover the first 4 movies that were already out, so they're irrelevant. The last 2 are a new movie. It was good. Did you watch it, Matt?
I watched the first one.
You didn't see episode 10?
No,
Oh.
but
It's
I'll
more
go.
Ghost in the Shell. It's more godlike. It's great.
Kyokai no
A
Rine.
minus. Huh?
What's
Did I
that?
watch that?
What's that?
Kyokai no Rine.
I mean, I watched the first few episodes of it, and
I saw Inuyasha, and I'm like, nope.
like and that's why I watched it, because the first half of Inuyasha was really good, and just kept getting worse and worse and worse. But it was pretty much. I heard this guy was adopted by a Shinigami, and
Does he have the eyes?
no. He's human. And it was a really confusing show. Like the episode I left off on was starting to explain what was going on, because like other Shinigamis could like do other things, but he couldn't. He found out the coat he was wearing that allowed no one to see him. So one of the funniest things about the show is that he's broken homeless, and every time he needs to use a magical device, like you know Yu Hakusho how he had those spirit devices, he has those, but it's like he needs to pay every time he needs to use them. So he has to make it like, hey, give me 20 yen real quick. He's like, okay, hold on. So like that part's funny, and there's the way he makes money in the show is that there's an old legend in the back of the school, right? It's like if you leave like a tribute here and ask for a request, a ghost will take the tribute and then like do your request. So he's the one that started that whole rumor. So they just leave food for him, he just takes it, and it's like sometimes he does it.
Wow.
So like it's a really fun show. It's funny. The opening suggests that it's super shonen, but I haven't seen it yet. So I don't know. I mean I've only seen like 7, 8 episodes, so I'm not really gonna rate it. Maybe I'll pick it back up. Interesting. That's about it.
Cool. Lupin? Anybody?
Nope.
Nanoha? Anybody?
Yeah.
You know, I really wish I would have stuck with this, but it was because of something got messed up with the releases or something, and that's why.
Well, okay. First of all,
Crunchyroll doesn't have it.
none of the online streaming sites have it. FFF did the first 2 episodes, but then their translator died.
Oh,
So you had to get it from another guy on Yahoo who did an okay job. He did a lot of the translating based on the manga. But if anyone who's watched Nanoha, it is 4 years after Strikers.
Which was my favorite season, by the way.
Yeah, it was. Now, unlike the Nanoha seasons 1 through 3, which had like overarching plots and like kind of like an antagonist and had like battle the antagonist, because in this future now that all the problems have been kind of solved, it's like a peaceful time. So now people study and train in martial arts and magic just for the sake of like for instance, like for the reasons you would join the army these days, like or I guess not the army, like that's just an example.
National Guard.
Just as like to train yourself, like almost as a hobby actually almost.
Join the army as a hobby.
No. That was not a good one. But like it's like in a world without conflict, why do you train to become stronger? So really, this season focused on like the peace, but they had what I like to allude to because I'm watching Yu Yu Hakusho right now, the Dark Tournament. So basically, it was Nanoha the Dark Tournament, and starting episode 1 through 5 was like introductions and stuff because they have they introduce Einhard Stratos, who is similar to Vivio. But starting episode 6, man, they just turn on the action and it just goes for the rest of the fucking season. And this is my third favorite show of the season. It was just I marathoned it, and boy, it did not take it. I was just enjoying it immensely the entire time.
So what you're saying is, I need to borrow your things and get it. And
yeah, you know what?
And sit down and watch it.
I fucked up something. But yeah, anyways, I give that an A.
So this was your third favorite show. Did you already say your second favorite?
We've not gone there.
Okay. Oh, well, I already know.
I know what it is. But yeah, oh god,
it was great. It was really. I was surprised. I mean,
4 years after Strikers, man. So they're they're all like older.
Nanoha and Fate are basically lesbian mothers. They just don't say it.
Sweet.
Because you remember in Strikers, Nanoha adopted Vivio after she rescued her from the doctor guy.
Yeah, I forget.
After he's trying to crash the meteor into the Earth.
Yeah.
Basically FF7.
I forget his name, but yeah.
But yeah, Vivio's grown up a bit, and like all like Subaru. Damn, her name's Subaru. Tia and like Reinforce, Ario, Karo. They're all like kind of grown up and like working in like just as training people now, or like working in the military and like peacekeeping and stuff.
Okay, I cannot wait.
It's really good. I'll say this now. We're gonna go to Ori and Seraph later, but Seraph, their action scenes were very stale looking in my opinion, like a lot of still frames and stuff. This show did a lot more like the dungeon style of action, where it was actually like fluid action. Like on screen, you saw movement, a lot of movement.
Yeah. And
Vivid also did that because A1 did it, and like it was fantastic. It was really good. I gave it an A.
I cannot.
Which one did A1 do?
A1 did Nanoha and Dungeon.
No, JC Staff did Dungeon.
What?
No.
JC Staff did Dungeon?
No, JC Staff did. What was the one we were just talking about?
JC Staff did Souma and
JC Staff did Dungeon and A1 did Nanoha.
Oh. Well, JC Staff did Dungeon? Okay, I guess it.
Okay.
Well, Dungeon's pretty good, but A1 did something else. I don't know.
Well, then that's
it doesn't matter. Anyways,
A1 did Fairy Tale. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, A1. That's one thing A1's good at doing though is animating.
They did Sora Online Season 1.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll give it an A. Let's move on.
Hold on. A1 did Utena Prince Sama.
Great
season.
They're a very busy.
And Denpa Kyoushi and Gunslinger Stratos.
They're busy.
Wow,
busy.
that last one.
Let's move on.
They shouldn't advertise that.
The next one is Mikagura Gakuen
Mikagura
Gakuen no Kumikyo.
Yes.
So
Mikagura School Suite. This was my fourth favorite show.
Is this the show that you said if you want to make an anime this would be it?
This is so close. So this is my favorite female lead of the season.
She's lesbian as shit.
She is a ravaging, predatory lesbian.
Wow.
She is not shy about it. So this is basically this school you have to join a club in order to have status. And the clubs have to battle they have to do battles, and then as they win battles for the club gets more like budget, nicer shit and all that stuff.
Oh,
so,
so
the better
it's
your club's doing.
So it's like bucket test.
It's kind of like bucket test, but instead of like individual battles, it's club battles. And your club gets like better space, better money, better food. Like the main chick has a fucking mansion.
Wow.
Or not the main chick, but the head honcho. But it's kind of funny how it starts out is that she's just gonna go to a regular school, but her cousin is this guy, and he's like, hey, go to where I go to school. It's awesome. We battle and shit. It's fucking awesome. She's like, nah, it sounds stupid. And he's like showing the brochure, and the brochure has this like stock image of the head honcho bitch with the long black hair, and she's like, hold on, who's that? Does she go there? She goes there? I'll go to the school.
What? Just really? That was the whole reason?
She's like, I must be with this girl all the time.
Oh my god.
And so, they go. She starts out, because she wasn't in a club, anyone who doesn't start in a club starts out sleeping in a sleeping bag in a hallway.
I saw the first episode. That was pretty fun.
Also, it had like that weird like spirit thing.
Oh, yeah, the flying little mascot thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her little, like, guidance counselor thing.
Yeah.
Then the calligraphy club was like, hey, you should join us. And she's like, I don't know. And then the pink hair girl's like, I will. And then she graduates from sleeping bag right away. So Aruna is the only one that's left with the sleeping bag. But they have like the rookie tournament. She gets she wins that. No, she gets second place. She does really well in it. But she wants to create her own club. And it translates to, I want to be surrounded by hot bitches club. And so she goes around creating like false rumors around the school for the news club to like go investigate.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, there's like a ghost over here. So like they'll go investigate the ghost like shit going on, but then she'll like walk by with a sign advertising her club, and she'll just do that like 5 more times. They're like, we feel like you created these false rumors to advertise your club. She's like, no, what are you talking about? I just walk around with a sign all the time. Here's my problem with the show, and why it's not a 10, is they started focusing less on the battles and more on the backstory and like the reconciliation of like that girl with the long black hair that she was infatuated with. And I just didn't care. It was really unfortunate, but I give a show an A-. I'd recommend it.
That was a good. It was a funny episode. I think I saw the first 2. They were
The
funny.
computer
I
game.
just couldn't get into it.
Hold on a second. Alright, so we're headed from the break. The next up is Nagato Yuki-chan no Shoshitsu.
Gross.
This was my worst anime of the season.
Wow.
That I watched. I watched this show because Haruhi is my second favorite anime ever made. And I think the best anime ever made.
Too bad you're wrong.
The thing is so this is a spin-off where Yuki is a like playful dumbass, and they just kind of do like hijinks, and then like she gets hit by a car, and then her personality from the regular Haruhi comes and takes over, and then she's in that for a while, and then as her memory comes back, she turns back into a dumbass. There was nothing good about this show. I don't know. I want to meet the Haruhi fan that likes this show. I'm sure they're out there. I don't want to associate with them. But this was an insultingly bad show to something I think is a gem. So yeah, I give it like a D+.
I stopped watching it because I just wanted to watch more Haruhi, and when I realized I wasn't going to get that. Also because it's done by a different studio.
Satellite.
Yeah, so it doesn't even, the characters don't even look anything like I remember.
It's not Satellite's fault. This is the source material. This was someone's fucking idea. They're like, hey, you know what would be funny is if Yuki was a dumbass, and then that was the show. I don't get it.
Well,
I don't get it.
The Satellite's still dumb for picking it up and doing it and spending the time on it.
The only two characters... Well, Haruhi the thing is, it took place in the Disappearance universe, so Haruhi acted like she did in that. Itsuki was in love with Haruhi, and Kyon was the only normal motherfucker in that show.
Well,
so,
yeah, he was always the straight face guy, but still. Like,
so, he was probably the only thing that really saved it. Yep, C+.
gross.
Okay.
Worst show I've seen. So.
Nisekoi, season 2.
Gross.
Great. It was great. I thought it was great.
Yeah, introduce more characters.
Yeah.
Because at this point, that's the only thing that show can do to keep it fresh, I guess.
Well, the mom's entire arc was incredible. How, like...
Was it an arc or an episode?
It was an arc. It was like 2-3 episodes.
Well, I guess it was.
It's about how, like, Chikoge's mom come back into town and they were losing their fucking minds over the mom coming back. She's like this, like, real raw dog businesswoman. And they were, like, cleaning the fuck out of the mansion.
Yeah.
She come by. Did they drive the limousine into the mansion?
Probably.
And she gets out and she, like, looks them up and down and, like, criticizes them and shit. And she's like, oh, hey, honey, how's it going? Do you get that fucking deal you got fucking set to get done? Oh, no? Go lock him in the limousine tickets done. Or I'll kill him. It was pretty rad.
She's cool.
And then, like, she had what's the guy's name? Forgot.
Raku?
Raku be her assistant. So all these different meetings and all the shit she had.
Raku-sama with these girls, bitch, I'm turning keys. My love for wife is always keep me on the beat.
Shut up. So one of my favorite parts of that thing is that she had a meeting in 5 minutes, but like before to the next building, and she just shot a fucking graphic hook and slid from one window of the building to the other into the boardroom for their meeting. Was pretty awesome, and how he helped him, her and Shoge reconcile the relationship as mother and daughter was pretty great. That whole arc was the peak of that.
It's one of those times where you know exactly what's going to happen and it's still good.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. Then after that,
Haru shows up.
Haru, who is
Onodera's little sister.
No, I'm thinking of someone else.
Paula?
Paula shows up, who is.
I thought Paula showed up before the mom.
She
did.
No,
Paula showed up.
That was one of the first. That was like one of the first.
Yeah, it was before.
That was pretty awesome.
Because Paula and the only girl can I remember the name of.
Let me go find her.
Legitimately the only character I can't remember the name of.
I'll find her.
The
See the Asian girl.
The guy, like the guy-ish one.
Yeah, the one that protects Chitoge. Tsumugu? No.
Tsumugi.
Tsumugi?
Yeah, okay. I knew it was something along those lines.
Tsumugi and Paula duke it out, and Tsumugi's just like fucking Super Saiyan level.
No, like basically, Paul looked up to Tsumugi, who was a top of the food chain assassin.
Yeah.
But she got soft as she was taking care of Chitoge and met Raku. And Paul saw this, and Paul kidnapped Raku. And she's like, okay, got a rule. You're gonna make a bet, and if I win, you gotta come. Like, I think you have to come back and be an assassin, or you retire. I forgot which one it was. And it's like, all right, the bet is kiss Raku. So dude wins. So she kidnaps Raku, and all this, and Chitoge just, not Chitoge. Tsumugi just loses her fucking mind, and becomes like this raw demon fucking assassin, and just fucks everything up. And then she comes time to kiss Raku. All she does is put like 2 fingers to her lips and 3 fingers to his lips. So I did it. Shut up, I got it. Got there. So that was pretty funny to me. Then
I want to say real quick is I think I watched the opening every single time for this show. Not because I like the songs, because I love the animation for it.
It's good.
Where like Haru rolls down the hill and they do these like hijinks and shit and like circus acts to go get her.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that he was already in the air and they fucking threw like bike tires at him to like propel him further.
Yeah.
Like God.
It was pretty opening.
I think my favorite part of the whole series was after Haru was introduced, because man, she does not like rock.
But he ended up seeing her. Well, first off, like she was like getting accosted by these guys, and then the Rocket had to be come by, and some of his dudes like bodyguards to be coming by too.
Yeah,
they scared them off, and she didn't know who it was.
But she got his locket. Because lockets.
God's locket. And like she didn't know who saved her, and it was Raku, but he didn't really want to say anything about it.
Well, he was helping her carry papers. She's like, what a nice guy. And then like she slowly realizes he's like the famous Raku, the girl molester Raku. And he's like, oh, nah, get the fuck away from me.
And then, of course, the wind keeps blowing by.
Every single time the wind blows.
And of course, she's secretly mad at him because that's his fault, apparently.
It is. It's always his fault.
And then Onodera's like, no, man, Raku's cool. He's super cool. And I was like, no! Fuck that guy!
But, you know, like everyone, he slowly warms up to her.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I'll give you this locket, but you're still not the Prince Charming that saved me.
Yeah.
Even though this is your locket.
And then after that, nothing really.
No,
There was
I mean,
a big thing with his friend had a crush on the teacher.
And
She
she
being married.
totally lost her ribbon, and I was
So
like,
she lost her ribbon. She fucking lost her mind. She got her ribbon back. And then, of course, they're kind of hinting at Ruri liking that guy because of how they've been acting.
well, I think that's kind of like the natural development of those two.
Yeah.
Eventually. The thing is, this show's never going to end. And if it does, it's not going to have a good ending.
It is.
well,
So-
because
It's
well,
gonna be-
that's how it is.
No,
It's gonna be Toge.
It's just going to be open. It's just going to be open. Okay.
No, it's gonna be Toge. It's gonna be good ending.
Dreams aside, it's going to be an open ending, and none of us are going to like it. So that's the problem with Nisekoi is you're watching it knowing it cannot end well.
You're watching a well-written Shaft show.
Wako, what?
Is it well written?
I think it is.
I think it's well entertaining.
I think it's a good. I think
It's not.
Food porn, what?
I think it's
It's
better.
shallow though. It's shallow. Like what special writing is in that show?
I think the depth of the characters, just the depth they go into with those characters a lot, and also I think just Toge's coming around to Raku a lot more now near the end of the episode.
Oh, absolutely.
So now they might have to make some progress next season.
But
This was a table-setting season, pretty much.
there's not gonna be a good ending unless they clone Raku like 6 times.
I give it a solid B+.
B plus, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
I think I'm more like a B minus.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Ore Monogatari.
No, have fun.
I was like, so this is the show to me. Man, this is gonna take 24 episodes for them to finally go out and kiss. Episode 3, go out. What are they gonna do for the next 21 episodes?
No, Golden Time did it.
Well, I'll just wait for the doujinshi, I guess. That it's gonna be really fucking awkward. That picture on J-List or Itanakamasu or whatever, where she's standing in front of one of the center bars.
Oh, no. I like the one where it's like them standing from each other and then it's just like a hamster eating a banana. Fucking the best shit. The best shit.
I feel like in that show they have to address this at some point, but they probably won't. Just
It's the mechanics are a concern.
some humans are not meant to be with
Like
each
they
other.
made each other because like she was about to get like groped on the train and he stopped it.
Yeah.
Tiny ass.
And then like a large construction beam was gonna crush her.
man, anime, right?
Stopped it. And
He must
things-
be like 6'6", like 280.
He's a large guy.
And then you see they go from a fire. I jumped out the fucking window. Pretty rad.
Yeah.
And all the guys respect him because he's like super good at like strong in judo and shit like all that. And like,
I like this show. I really do.
it's
I like
fine.
the main guy, Takeo Goda. I like him. He's a riot. There's no one really quite like
He's
him.
funny. I loved his mom where they were like walking up. It's like, oh, I was going good. Oh, have another kid. Oh, give me those groceries. What the fuck's wrong with me? She's like, fuck you. I'm on these groceries. I carried you. I can carry these groceries. Fuck you.
I like how
His mom's great.
I like how business sharp looking his dad looks too.
Yeah.
But Yamato, her name. She is comically meek.
She's the most vanilla meat. Vanilla.
Like they designed her to be the most moe ass blobby meek.
Yeah, like
comical
petite
character.
ass Japanese
And
woman.
they just the what's the word? The difference, the
Contrast.
sure we'll go into
The dichotomy.
dichotomy of this relationship is really good. And I think Suna is a great sidekick character because think of another sidekick who isn't like that fucking hey, let's watch porn or dumbass character.
Yeah, he's a super chill.
He is
All the girls
a
like
better looking one that like that's a reversal. It's a role reversal.
Yeah, a big thing was that like every single girl that the big guy liked his friend.
Yeah. Like this show is watching from the opposite side of the spectrum of the normal trope.
Right.
And it's entertaining. I don't know how they're able to make these things happen for 24 episodes, but you know what? I'm enjoying it.
Like when they were out in the woods
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "I'll protect you from mosquitoes." Yeah.
And then the boar comes.
Yeah. It's just like it's a cool relationship, but like there's been next to no. There's been progress emotionally.
It's like what bugged me is soon after he was going out with her, and soon a sister came around.
Yeah.
And then she had like Yamato had this like secret, and they were trying to like build it up so hard.
Yeah. Secret is,
And she was like,
I don't know if you
I
want to
hold hands.
I want to hold hands.
It's basically like, I want to hold hands. Like that was the big secret, and it's like they play her off as like I'm not just this nice girl. And they play her off as almost this like like she's like, oh, I'm not as nice as you think. I was like,
What?
Unless you get down,
unless you're getting down,
unless you're getting down to what we're all anyone in the world. Anyone, I guarantee you, everyone who's ever watched that show has had the thought cross their mind.
Yeah, it's like,
what's going to happen in bed? I shit you not, there is not a single person who's not thought that yet.
The mechanics are very straightforward. I'm talking about it.
But
it's they won't ever get there.
No.
In this show.
No.
In that universe, that faraway universe, maybe at some point.
Nope.
But it's just like she's someone's ideal. Not sure whose.
Hey man, the woman cooks well,
She cooks. She doesn't talk that much.
Oh.
She's quiet. She doesn't fight. She's the ideal wife. Is that someone's ideal wife? I guess.
I give it a B.
I give it a B. My low B minus because it's actually I guess not a boring show in the back half.
All right, so we're back with Ori no Seraph, the Seraph of the End. I'm just gonna eat my cookie while everyone else talks, and then I'll say something later.
The show that episode 1, I was like, whoa, this show has potential to be best show of the season.
It did.
This artwork is phenomenal.
Great.
The voices are pretty good.
The premise and the table setting they did was really good.
Yeah.
His motivation was clear. Fuck vampires, because fuck vampires.
His family was murdered in front of him. All of his family.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
All murdered.
That first episode relied a lot on that shock value too.
Yeah.
That was pretty raw.
That
was a pretty raw scene.
Why are vampires allowed in the sunlight? I still don't get that. Anyway,
not all vampires are the same. Okay, maybe they just sparkle.
They're universe. Their rules.
Whew.
God, so that show takes place about a main character. What was he, like 10 when that happened?
Roughly.
Yeah, like anyone under the age of 13 was unaffected by this disease that killed off all
the
humans.
disease that we will just not touch on for the rest of the show.
Which is one thing.
Oh, sorry, I'm already bitching, but continue.
That's like one thing that bothered me actually.
The disease?
There's a lot of things that bother me. Continue.
Yeah, so all the little kids were pretty much captured by vampires and turned into pretty much just for food. They were just there as cattle for food.
They're far.
And then Yu's family, he was being surrendered, but I can't say that word right now.
Sundari?
There you go. Oh yeah, about that family actually being his family.
Oh, Sundari.
God, stop it.
Don't be a Jenkins.
Circa 2014.
Yeah, about those people being his family until they were all murdered for trying to escape with him. And I was like, oh wait, no, guys, I get it now. I want to be a family, but it's too late. And as he escaped, as he was the only escapee left, who was it? I want to say, I don't know his name. I want to call him Mustang because he's a default. The Colonel.
Oh, Gurren.
Yeah, there you go. Gurren found him and then took him to
the Survey Corps.
I want to say this about sounding like Attack on Titan.
Took him within the walls to be part of Survey Corps, yeah.
I'm trying to say what I'm saying.
So you can wear the wings of liberty,
So they have a city that's surrounded by walls, just like Attack on Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And he was there for the next 4 or 5 years, and he's just a student there. And then he's also trying to become part of this demon hunt, or is it vampire hunter?
It's demon
extermination squad.
The moon.
Yeah. There was a demon and moon extermination. Different tiers.
Oh, is it? I thought they were the same.
Like the moon.
I thought it was moon demon extermination squad.
I thought the squad that he was a part of was above most of the others.
It's a squad that wants to kill a bunch of vampires. They call it the Moon Demon.
Moon Demon.
So to do it, you have to take a test, and you have to have your weapon. I'm just gonna skip ahead.
No, you gotta go into your soul and fight these parts of your soul that have them tell you the name of your weapon so you can get it.
Bleach.
Right, because there's someone living inside your sword.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, someone living inside your sword.
And you said, and the souls, your weapons, you need to go back and talk inside the soul and talk to them and get this power out of it.
Okay, so the girl with the purple hair, so she was in the classroom with them,
Shinwa.
She's pretty awesome.
but like
I think it's Shinoa, but I like Shinwa better.
they were the colonel was treating her as if she was still a student, but at the same time, I feel she's really experienced. She already has her weapons, but yet she still feels.
Well,
I'm confused.
She
about
was
that.
part of one of the noble families, and that's why they were saying later on, they're like, why didn't remember?
Yeah, I remember the.
They're like, why aren't you going to something higher? You could just get in because you're part of the ability. She's like, fuck that.
See, I thought she was already part of this. She was just a supervisor. Because like she was supervising the whole time, like the whole show.
Yeah.
So
Garen put her to supervise.
Yeah, that's why I thought she was already part of it.
Well, we don't know why he's supposed to be supervised, but I mean that's a spoiler for later when he goes Super Saiyan or Super Monster
Super
Demon.
No, he gets Nine Tails. It's fine. Nine Tails comes out. Anyways, yeah. So eventually,
Bankai.
They pass the test. Him and his friends pass the test, and their weapons accept them after some. His friend.
Shonen stuff.
Yeah, his friend didn't really make it, but then he kind of made it because Shonen. And then they went outside the wall.
To like what? To like what's it called? Oh, right, Scout. They're part of the Scout Squad, right?
They went outside the walls. So
Unfortunately, there were dangerous creatures out there that were very hard to defeat.
Like luckily not really big. Like,
oh god, they're
giants. What they're called.
They're ordered by classes too. They're different kinds.
Synonymous
of
with a T word.
Classes. Tiers.
God damn it! This show is so Attack on Titan.
The thing is, too, like,
I'm sorry. I don't know why I want to Salt and Giants.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah.
Now Salt and Giants is pretty fun. That's a bunch up.
Okay, when they first went outside the walls, they fought that giant thing.
Oh yeah,
but the vampires also fight those.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they try and lure them to rescue them, and then they.
That was literally the only time they spent talking about those monsters.
Yeah, those are the titans. I mean giants.
Giants.
Yeah, sorry. Don't want to break your copyrights here, you know.
Yeah, so like they use like children as bait, so like the people can go rescue the children, and use a shonen ass stupid character. So it's like, yeah, I'll fall into the bait.
But the user Zambak tells us all good.
You touched. Okay, so let me backtrack like 4 episodes here. When he was fighting that one spirit that Guren's watching before the actual
before it became a true.
and he's like, "Don't touch the sword. Don't touch the sword, or else you'll get possessed." The very first thing he does is touch the sword. Like what? Like why was he okay? Is it because of the monster that they haven't explained because it's shonen bullshit? Like what?
He's actually a giant too.
He can control it at will eventually.
Yeah. He needs to bleed a little bit and then the blood.
We'll eventually find out that Shinoa is also a monster, but
Anyway, so I don't remember what that mission was for. Is it literally just scouting? Was that whole mission scouting where they found the vampires in the subway?
Yeah, it's kind of sweet red scarf here too.
They'd received reports from the server.
Scout Squad.
You see, one of the things that's the episode where I realized this show will not be a 9. Because I was waiting for an actual legitimate fight the whole show. Like episode 6 around the subway part was the first fight where they fight a bunch of vampires in the subway. And that fight was boring as fuck. Like nothing. They just like, okay, dodge, slash, you're dead. And I'm like, well, I guess that was fun. I mean, I'm watching other shows over here, but I guess this one's fun. Anyway, so they rescue the little kid they rescue that whole clan of people, all of cattle. And I'm trying to remember what happens right after that. Like they go back to the base.
Don't they bring him back to Waluigi?
Oh god, it's Attack on Titan references.
God.
No, someone else take over. I'll come back to the important part.
Okay.
I'll come back to the important
Eventually,
part.
they make an assault on Soul Society.
God, someone else take over.
It doesn't matter. I mean, we don't have to touch the entire plot. But he goes super demon like form later.
He became super hollow like Ichigo did in Bleach.
Oh my god.
And the thing is, like, instead of like becoming super hollow and actually fucking shit up, he just kind of yells for a bit and almost kills someone. and then doesn't because the power.
And then Shinoa hug no jutsus him.
But the thing is, his friend who we thought was dead, actually became a vampire himself.
You know, one of our friends in club, which is going to become very obvious as soon as I describe it, they're like, this show is complete yaoi bait. Completely yaoi bait. I'm like,
Sam.
I don't see
It's Sam. You can say Sam.
I was like, I don't get it. That episode where he turned into that demon, I was like, oh shit, they're gonna fuck.
Oh, no. Yeah. So Miko is one of the people that slaughtered in front of him in the first episode, and then he shows up and turns out that he was turned into a vampire. But all Miko wants to do is he wants to save you
from the humans.
Apparently, his full first name is Michaela.
Michaela.
It's spelled like Michael with an A at the end.
Yeah, Michaela.
Michaela.
But he wants to run away from the vampires with you and save you from the humans.
Yeah.
Because he knows something about the humans.
That we did not know.
He grabs him and starts running away.
Princess style.
In the princess style, and they get so close. The most yaoi shit. And then it just takes a fucking 180 and goes stupid bullshit shonen shit. Then takes another right turn into hug no jutsu shit.
And I was like, oh god, he's gonna be stopped by the girl pro hair's gonna hug him.
Yep.
Fuck, that
Shinoa to the rescue.
And he didn't even have the courtesy to kill someone before that.
Well,
that's about where I stopped.
Even as the show is, with this exact same plot intact, everything, if they weren't my number one complaint of the show, if they weren't so fucking lazy with those action scenes, which were mostly still shots and speed lines, Wit Studio did Attack on Titan, and now I feel like maybe their A team's on Attack on Titan season 2 or something. Maybe that's the excuse. Maybe they have their fucking B team on order, sort of. But God, that was some lazy fucking shit. There was not a single good action scene in the entire show. Not a single one.
How's the show end?
Him going, and then Chino goes and sees a secret laboratory where she's like, "Hey, Gordon, are you testing?"
Oh, they got the basement.
He's like, "Yeah, they got to the basement."
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Honestly, I can't remember what the fuck happened. Wait, was that last episode?
Yeah, it was
yeah. You wakes up. Yeah. He's like, Mika, I'll come for you.
Yeah.
And then Mika's looking out the window, and they kind of have to split the screen, and they're both looking out the window, but right at each other,
Yeah.
Metaphor.
They're gonna fuck with it.
We're coming for you now.
And then it's season 2, October.
Even how bullshit it is and stupid, if it was still a good action show like Attack on Titan, it would be redeemable. Attack on Titan was well written. For the viewers, for the listeners out there, we like Attack on Titan was well written
until
it was.
The anime.
I don't think well written is the term. I think it was competent, and it was written.
It had great pacing.
It was written for entertainment,
and it was pacing.
It's writing not getting in the way of the strengths.
Yeah, had great animation for the action. And great, it was great.
Great director.
This show cannot, with its plot intact, cannot ever be a 10.
It's not well directed.
But at the very least, they can make it really fucking awesome to watch, like Attack on Titan. But no, they don't even give it that one. I don't get it. I don't know why they're doing this show. It's we just need to make something because we're too busy Attack on Titan. I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So I have to give this show B-.
I give it B-.
C+.
All right.
Yeah. Well,
I gave the show a 7.
I think that's a little harsh, but I think.
Okay, give me one great thing about this show.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Well, I got one.
The look.
I got one.
The look is good. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll give you the animation. The animation is on point when they're standing still and talking.
Moses, did you watch Dance of the Vampire one many years ago? Probably not.
No.
Okay. Vlad Tepes, the vampire chick, the head honcho one, she basically reprises the exact same role, that voice actress, as the main vampire girl in Dance of the Vampire Bund. So she's playing the exact same fucking role, and it's fantastic.
I'm gonna watch that show.
That's one great. No, the show's not great. That's one great thing about this show is that Aoyuki came back and did another vampire volley.
He said what?
The opening's great.
I don't judge the opening on shows. If that's the case, now to be really high.
Vlad Tepes, Aoyuki playing her, my favorite character in that show right there. She's awesome.
Yeah, that show's a C+. That show's a...
Yeah, it was not as good as I was expecting, but I mean, it was.
It had potential.
It was
Without a doubt.
fine. It's a fine show. There's really nothing compelling about it. Like, if they just say, guys, you can't do season 2, I'm like,
And that's what I'm saying. Is like, even not changing anything about the story. All they have to do is make it look good, and that I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine.
well, see, then I give it an A.
Yeah, but it's like, as it stands, I can't even enjoy just watching it, like, aesthetically, because it's just like, God damn.
And like the fight, they're so boring. Like I think the best fighting scene was they fought that monster say the girl, which was 2 minutes.
Probably, yeah. Because when they went down the subway, it was just like, whoosh!
Yeah, that was.
Blah, 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 blah.
God.
Yeah. So we should move on.
Classic memories.
Bye.
All right, so Mike,
Man.
there's a show back in the late '90s named Mahou,
Okay.
where it was a girl,
Yep.
or like a cyborg, and she was developed for combat, but she could not save her like partner guy. So she devoted the rest of her life to serving his son. At the end of every episode, it would tell you how many days she had left to live.
Mhm.
That's classic memories. They did it.
It starts off real cool. Going through the process of what, like, the Griftia.
Giftia.
Should I like Griftia?
Griftia.
I like Griftia better.
Well,
The Griftia, what they do, what the purpose is, and, like, how the process is for their end of life cycle.
this
And how emotional that can
This
be.
company created living cyborg android, but not actually any of those life forms with souls that last 10 years to be people's whatever.
Surrogates.
Surrogate.
Essentially, wherever you want them to be.
Which, let's all be honest here, that show did not touch on something I'm sure a
Sex
lot of
bots?
people thought.
Sex bots.
Yeah, you're in fucking Japan. I don't care how racist I'm being here. They'd all be ordering sex bots.
Yeah.
Futurama, dude.
Oh, I got a 10-year sex bot, which I'll just buy a new one after that.
That doesn't age and cannot get pregnant because it's infertile.
Like, wow, that show was like teetering on the edge of, hey,
A self-lubricating.
you know.
What?
But
You can hear that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I heard all that.
the new guy,
Which I hadn't.
the new guy comes into the terminal service, which is the people, the subgroup of the company that goes and retrieves these things when they're in their life cycle. Because when these Giftias, when they are about to go out of order, they can go berserk, and apparently they designed these things to be strong enough to really fuck people up.
I don't
which
understand
was a really
that.
oversight.
Why? Why does that always happen?
Because they get
No,
bodyguards.
okay. Matt, remember that movie we saw? Matt, what the fuck?
Terminator.
Ex Machina?
Ex Machina.
Yeah.
When he was designing AI cyborgs and that, they were very fragile.
Because he didn't.
It made fucking sense. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
And I watched this why would you create these things to be able to like fuck like groups of people up on its own?
Yeah, that was.
It like stepped on the red-haired lady's foot and crushed it.
So it's like iRobot.
Yeah. But anyway, so terminal service has to come retrieve them and shut them down before they end their life cycle because an oversight was made. You know.
Also something about privacy of their memories and stuff like that.
Plot.
So that was all about 3 episodes.
Yeah. But
And a lot of this sounds about
he meets Isla, who was decommissioned to work, but
Yeah.
he became his partner.
her partner.
Yeah,
He
she
became
became
her
his
partner.
partner,
Yes.
he became her partner, whatever. Because she was working with a red-haired girl, but she no longer wanted Isla working because, I can't remember, I don't care.
Was it she was closest to death, right? Wasn't she?
Something like that. And basically, it's just a show of them getting closer and eventually falling in love because you know it's going to happen.
Because anime.
And then having the exact ending you know is going to happen, where she dies, and that's just sad ending.
I think they bullshit some way and say, oh, never mind, she's back.
I thought so, but I was like, no, they shouldn't.
They
won't.
shouldn't, but anime.
They didn't. They died.
It's a mediocre show.
It was
Full stop.
Probably pretty mediocre. Yeah, it was. I mean,
The
I
whole,
should like write down my ratings of things so I can not fuck anything up here.
the whole getting the Griftias back
Griftias.
thing was about 3-4 episodes of the entire show. The last
Yeah.
9-10 was I just let Tsukasa dumb, boring shit.
Well,
Because Tsukasa, to be fair, he had an arc, he grew as a character. Aislinn didn't. He saw the same fucking bitch she was before she died.
yeah.
So,
I mean, well, she opened up more. That was supposed to be
and the rest didn't get enough screen time to where you had to care about them.
I think the last retrieval with like the mob boss motherfucker and like the chick,
Mm-hmm.
like, they try to make these retrievals kind of like
Personal.
Yeah.
Like the one with like the little kid, the little girl was kind of good.
One where it went berserk and actually like took it.
No, the little girl who was like the grandma, like the little old lady had the little girl.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking about the kid
No, that was
the older
interesting.
sister one.
That was interesting.
That actually like you got to see what it looked like when it went berserk, and then you go into the backstory of the red hair one.
And he shoots a Dominator at it.
No. I thought it was all right. Like you shoot a virus at them.
Yeah.
And it almost hit Isla. I was like, so they are robots, but they're not robots, but they are, but they're not.
Well, the fact that they consume like food and drink just like humans do.
Exactly.
And they have.
But they can still die of virus.
Also, they have to like charge too. Or she's always in that pod.
You know, I don't think. Was it for charging purposes?
I assume that's what it was, but
I don't think anyone else was doing that.
Or it's like a real sweet chair.
I think it's a really sweet chair. I don't think they were
I
charging
think it's
it.
a real sweet chair.
Yeah, because none of the houses ever had that. I don't think they had to. I think it was just a sweet chair.
Yeah.
I mean, because the show ended the way you thought it was, it's like, yeah, it was obviously coming, but at the same time, it's like, okay, like, I can't feel a little sad. I can't not feel a little sad watching this show. I mean, when you watch 13 episodes of this, like, okay, that's kind of sad. Whatever, you got me. Whatever, okay, fine. You're done. So it's like, I don't know. But
I was never really invested in Isla enough.
The show is what I call a pointless show.
Yeah.
And there have been a lot of them. And they're not so much that I disliked watching them. I just felt like there's no purpose in the show ever existing.
I would tolerate a prequel explaining the creation of the group of the Gifties and why they exist. Tolerate.
That's
Not don't want.
I mean, it's very similar to Persicoms if you ever watched a show called Chobits.
Or I could just watch Appleseed.
Appleseed, they were so different though. They were actually robots, I think.
No, they were, what's it called?
Bioroids.
And they were humanoid things who were infertile, and people didn't have them. They weren't owned. They were just like to help the population.
Yeah,
but you didn't have to like renew them, otherwise they just died.
I think they had mechanical parts in them though.
Yeah. But they had the ability to fertilize if necessary. A better show. It was a better show. You know.
I'm torn between like
C.
Probably B minus.
One day we should go back to the podcast and chart out all our ratings and compare them to the Miami list and see how fucking far
take
we
a
are.
long time.
We'll take it. We can take it entire. We can do it tonight. What else are we doing?
Nope.
Drinking.
Wow. Anyways,
Drinking.
Let's move on.
Just go to the beginning of the next timestamp is and just listen to figure out what it was.
Jesus Christ.
That's not fun. That's fun.
That does not sound fun to me at all, actually.
Okay, let me get a few beers from you with the how to skin.
Okay.
All right.
Let's move on to the next one.
Next one is can anybody watch Pre-Power 2?
No.
Punchline.
No.
I like the part where the little cat.
He sees panties and the world blows up.
Okay, so
what?
Punchline.
Oh, that show that I didn't watch, but everyone was saying was so fucking anime.
The thing is that like, if he gets an erection or it gets an erection,
world blows up.
Yes, no.
Yes, push reset.
First takes the erection first. Gets super strength and super speed.
But the world blows up like 2 seconds
happens
later.
a second time. He gets a nosebleed and world blows up.
And then he has to push the reset button and do it all over again.
Do it all over again. He has a weird little guide cat thing, and one of I guess the one at the beginning. I didn't get that far. Right? The beginning thing is that like some spirit taking over his body, right?
Yeah.
And like cat thing, like look, I can see into your room. Oh, it's Peter. Look at this. Open the computer. There's like cat porn on there. Like just cat fucking. And he's like, look at it over here. This happens like twice. And he's like, are you just a purpose, aren't you? And the guy's like, this is a purpose, aren't you? And he never said anything about it. That's the funniest part about that show.
But, you know, I did like that.
So he opened up the computer and go, nah. Then we open up the other porn show. That part's funny.
Alright.
There's a girl
The girl on the bus fighting.
There was a bus fight. Rad.
That was
awesome.
great. Like, I was like, you know, Fully Cool was always like, that's not terrible and bad and stupid. This would have been...
There's the girl who was some kind of weird, like... What's the name of the fucking...
Yeah, I saw episode 1 13 weeks ago.
I saw 3 episodes. So there's a girl who's like a Sentai... Like a Gatchaman Craft Sentai person.
Yeah.
And she just fights crime. And they live in like this... They live in like this
dorm.
dorm.
Heroes.
So yeah, but they live in like this dorm.
So the show is Rolling Girls.
I don't watch
No,
those.
no,
Wait, is that the
not
fucking
quite.
bear thing? No, that's
Yumi Kuri. That's
No, I'm
Yuri
thinking
Komarashi. No, basically, if he sees a girl's underwear, he gets the erection. First, one time, super strength. Second time, world blows up.
That's literally all you need to know about the show.
Yes.
You just can't.
It's a Sentai show. Surprisingly.
Wow, that's really dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
I did not watch enough to give it a score. If I were to give it a score, I'd give it like a C-.
Sounds about right.
That sounded really good to be a C. Like, not good. That sounded
It's
really
a
entertaining.
show
to be a C.
Oda would fucking love.
Don't drop names here. Okay.
Raycon.
Raycon. So...
Hero. Doing this.
Huh?
Studio Pierrot.
Yeah. So coming off of World is Still Beautiful. Not really, actually, yeah. And then they did something... Oh, they did Katsu no Yano as well. But,
Like Pierrot did.
So... Well, Naruto Bleach. But anyways...
Wait,
I thought was that Lerche? No, that's Pierrot. You're right.
Oh, hell no.
You're right.
Pierrot did nothing but Naruto and Bleach for the longest time, and then he's like started doing other things. So
Yo,
even
no.
World is Not Beautiful.
Both Tokyo Ghouls.
They did Tokyo Ghoul. Mm-hmm.
Sibagabu. Baby Steps.
They did about Sababu. Yep.
And a few episodes of Korra. Like a few, like
Yes.
some episodes.
Yeah.
Korra?
A few of them.
A couple of them. It was the one. Did you watch the whole show?
Huh?
Do you watch the whole show? Legend of Korra.
No.
Oh.
I want to make sure we're talking about like the.
And also Rock Lee.
There's a couple of episodes where they go into past to show about the very first Avatar.
I did see that.
Pierrot anime.
Oh, that's interesting.
Those two episodes, yeah.
Those are, I like that.
Anyways, well, let's talk about. Oh yeah, Raycon. So this is a show with a girl that can see ghosts, and
Go on.
it kind of like had that like Stockholm syndrome effect where it's like I was watching it, I was like that wasn't great, but I don't know, maybe I'll see the next episode. I watched the next episode, I was like that wasn't great, but I think I'll just watch the next episode. That just kept happening the entire time. And then there was an episode where she finally got to meet her mom because her mom's dead.
Anime.
It was alright. But the funny thing is, like, she has these friends, and her very first friend is scared shitless of ghosts no matter what. So every time, what's her name? Goddamn.
Help me. Find out.
Help me.
Like a lot of friends. Which one? What's
No, the main character. I just need to know the main character's name.
The main character's name is.
I'm pissed off when you tell
Is
me.
it Amami?
Yeah, Amami. What's the other part of her name?
Hibiki.
Hibike. Yeah, that's. You got it. Okay. Hibike's friend is scared shitless of ghosts. Every time Hibike talks to ghosts, she just freaks out. But like for some reason in this world, like if you look through like a camera, like a cell phone camera, you can see the ghosts.
Yeah.
So her other friends are just like enjoying this and like watching it and stuff. But it just goes through her helping ghosts like with their problems and like reconnecting with their
Oh, the Ghost Whisperer, the anime. Got it.
yeah.
And
Reconnecting like people who are still alive who like still wanted like never had a chance to like get closure with the person who died.
Ghost Whisperer, the anime.
or like, what's the show with the guy?
Supernatural.
No, something detective Yakumo.
Spirit Detective.
Yes, that one. I think it was.
Sounded hard.
It was something like that. He did something like that similar to.
But like
No, he didn't do that. Yeah, it got happened.
there's this one funny episode that I liked a lot where this like Matt. What's that style of Japanese girl where like they do like the brown face paint, like the really like Gangro. This like Gangro girl, spirit girl, like took over Mommy's body, and she's this very like sweet, like like timid, like very nice
Demure.
girl.
Yeah.
And this fucking like gangsta bitch took her over, and it was
You
a
need a
really,
gangsta bitch.
it was a really funny
Gangsta
episode. They were like, something's different about Hibiki today. What is it? I mean, well,
faggot.
I don't know where half her hair is. And she's wearing a very short skirt. And,
Ooh, that looks like a show I'm not watching.
the whole time thinking about this show's not good. I just kept watching it. And I was actually kind of enjoying it a little bit.
So I'm really curious what your score is then.
A C.
Still better than Nanoha
It was
Zero,
an average. Yeah, it was. Oh, absolutely. It was an average ass show. It was really sweet though because her dad is just like that friend who's scared, and he actually has white hair. But they look at the wedding photo, and he has like nice like black hair. But they're like, when do you get black hair? When do you get the white hair? Right around the time I was born. Whew, boy, he's been through a lot of stress in his life.
I'll say he got married.
He got married because her mom had the sixth sense power and it passed on to her. But when he married her, he didn't know she had like those powers, and so she kept talking to ghosts while they were married, and his hair just got white out of like the fear and stress real quickly.
Ooh.
But I mean, it was a sweet show at times. Nothing special. See.
Cool. Shokugeki no Souma.
All right.
The best show this season.
Second best show season.
Best show this season.
Probably the best show.
I think it's the best show. Not my favorite, but it's my best. It's second favorite best shows, or best show and second favorite show.
A JC staff show being a top show is ridiculous.
That's bullshit, Mike. Let's go look.
Let's
at
go look at JC staffs. Yeah, let's go look at JC staffs.
They are quality.
backwards.
I like JC staff a lot. They make a lot of fucking anime.
Bakuman.
Let's go.
They made Bakuman.
Bakuman is a top of the season caliber show.
Isn't that what Shokugeki no Souma is?
No, it is the best show. Let me see here.
JC staff made some great shows. And some not
They
great
made
shows.
Dungeon.
Yeah.
I mean, they go everywhere from
Milky Homes.
Whoa.
Selector and Spread and Infected White Cross.
Yeah. I mean, they made all of Index.
Love Stage.
But they also made things like the Witch Show.
Witchcraft Works.
No. Well, yes, that was a beautiful show.
That
They
was a
put
bad show.
budget in that show.
Little Buster.
That's a good show. Shut the fuck up.
Little
Yeah, that was a bad show.
Golden Time.
Yeah, Golden Sun.
Henneko.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was a good show.
Railgun.
Yeah, Railgun.
Sakura So. Bakuman.
Yep.
Akana Familia.
Whoa.
I don't know what you like.
I guess if you win
I
some, you lose
love
some.
Anatsu.
Zero no Tsukaima.
Average show.
Kill me, baby.
God, they did.
Heaven's Notepad. It's fine.
That was alright.
Junior Mary, more Index, Tomi Ozaki, Yukai Sakuro, Shoujo Omai. Maid Sama. They do stuff.
What was that Witch show they made like 2 seasons ago that was awful as shit? God.
Majimoji Ruro.
God, yes.
Oh, God.
Why
Is
did
that the
you?
one where you wish for panties?
Yes.
Why
They
did you
made
even
that.
watch that?
Because JC Steph made it. I'm a big fan of JC Steph.
Now, which of these show would be a top of the season
Index.
show? Index, Honey and Clover.
Some people say that's one of the best shows ever made.
They say
Like-
Tsukaima.
What?
Tsukaima.
Absolutely not.
Shut up.
First season, yes.
Okay. I still though, I don't think this is the only show I could think of be like a top. Apart from Bakuman in my anime watching career.
Shokugeki, you're right. Shokugeki is probably like one of their best shows they've ever made.
Right.
But JC Staff, like most studios, make a wide range
A
of
lot of
quality and unquality shows.
Yeah, varies.
I mean, but
But yeah, so what's his Souma?
yep. Yukihiro Souma.
Works at a diner with his father.
Yep.
His father's going to go to
New York?
no,
Like
I think
around the
he's
world.
Around the world.
He's around the world.
Around the world to
to
work
go.
in restaurants.
Yeah,
It says, hey, you're going to go to this school now. Okay, but why do I got to go do
You guys
that?
saw the previews coming back in the next episode, right? You guys not watch previews? You guys not watch previews?
I did not watch the episode.
Wait,
I watched-
that was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, that wasn't.
I watched previews for one show. What was that show?
Drummond.
Was it Comic
No.
Kills that had those funny things at the end?
Probably. There's one recently though. Oh, not Kogias. Nana Mizuki, Cross Energy. Those are some great previews.
Ah,
I
God.
should every single time for this show because I like the opening a lot and then ending it a lot.
I love the opening.
But the big thing is like where you will decide whether you want to watch the show or not is that the diner gets robbed of all the meat in there because they want to make a hotel there.
They want to shut it down.
And the inspector is like, hey, it's going to come on show me the whole thing now? No? Okay, later. And he comes back and just fucking steals your shit. It's like, all right, make me a dish. And a cool thing that he did is that okay, let me try to break this
So
down.
she's like, I want a meat
a meat
dish.
dish.
Yeah,
And
give
he
me
took
a meat dish. and
Luckily,
it's
he
good.
bought some bacon for breakfast.
So what happened is that he took potato and mushrooms, used mushrooms as like a binding agent.
Well, a bunch of vegetables.
Yeah.
Like
And onions and stuff like that. I'm guessing he used eggs to blend it all together. Then wrapped it in bacon and baked it in the oven. And used like a solution of like red wine and some other reduction.
What did you say,
over it.
potatoes?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear it.
And then they ate it. And then how do you explain?
They had orgasms. They had orgasms.
They had giant sweet bacon grease orgasms.
Bayonetta does not climax as much as.
Yes, she does. Definitely not such a right time. It's like a show where you either love that show or hate that show from that point on.
And most people like it.
And it exists. That my mom showed me a picture when she was in Virginia for work that a bacon wrapped potato. It's about how the bacon juice actually gets in the potato. You should make that, but it's a lot of effort though.
Probably.
You have to like bind this up together, then chill it to make it together, and then put the bacon on it and bake it. But we could do it, but it takes a lot of effort. So yeah, then he goes to the school. What's the school called?
Totsuki.
Where the top 10% graduate.
If even that.
Yeah. And like, I would have to assume that the people making this show must love food, because the variety of dishes they show of various different cuisines, not Japanese cuisines, and also the incredible descriptive words they use to describe these dishes. Outstanding. And I guess like I'm not well versed in cooking enough to know if the shit they're giving me is bullshit. Like, oh, is this onions like to rice meat? Interesting. Oh, and like milk can be used as like oh, cool. I have no idea. It could be bullshit for all.
I think it's all bullshit.
But they dress it really well if it is bullshit. And
the omelet was bouncy. Did you not see that?
Oh, okay. No. That was like.
It was
that was like animated exaggeration. But I mean, you can make that kind of like souffle, like egg souffle. That's fine.
Yeah, you can.
And it's not gonna bounce like that in real life, like that hard. It's not gonna. It'll be fluffy.
I believe some.
You're not gonna high school the dead omelet.
Don't ever bring that near the conversation of Souma. Don't ever do that again. It's terrible.
Anyways, yeah. So Souma, he's like a fucking street diner kid going into a school for people who all come from very like prestige backgrounds of cooking, like
Right.
5-star restaurants and shit like.
But the thing is, his father studied around the world and studied in France, and his father's an incredible chef.
And one strength about this show that I personally love is the side characters are amazing.
Outstanding.
Amazing.
They're all great.
That teacher, that little female teacher is great.
My voice actress.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I love her.
I want my rice cakes. I'm gonna use those rice cakes.
I actually liked how what's the name the Polar Star, the name of the dorm they're in.
Oh yeah, Polar Star.
How like they were doing a tasting contest between Souma and the number 7th ranked guy, and how the dorm mother, whatever her name face is, tasted it, and it like flashed back to her youth.
Oh God.
She's looking at her youth, and she was like, oh, like how she wanted this guy to get down with this guy. And you're like, no, we're done. We're out later. That was like, really funny.
Number 7's always naked.
He's always naked in an apron.
Also, the guy that like panics all the time, and they don't.
He's taking his room.
He's constantly animated as a dead person. But like Tadokori Megumi, she is like hella fucking waifu status.
Waifu, like motherfucker.
Like damn, and like Soma's carrying her through that, but she finally like got her bearings, what she needs to do. So she's starting to hold her own. But like Irina, I think your head honcho.
Yeah.
Irina, something. Oh my god.
Well, she's ranked 10.
Who?
Irina.
Who? Who's here right now?
No,
isn't she
the prodigy
the one that ate
golden?
the
Yeah, she's ranked 10.
The one that ate the eggs.
She's ranked 10. She's not number 1.
She's not number 1, but she's not 10.
I thought she was number 1.
No, she's 10.
I don't think she's 10.
I guarantee you she's ranked 10. I'm gonna go find it.
Internet, Google.
Yeah, let's go find it.
I love her.
She's great.
Oh my god.
Her fucking flashback is like they flashback to like even as a youth she had the god tongue. She's like breastfeeding and she's like that's a dull flavor.
It's a dull.
She's a baby talking. She's like that's a dull flavor.
She
awesome, fucking awesome.
I just love how like bashful, like mean, young, like soon. How do you describe it? Like when she wanted to play cards, and then Soma's like,
she's tsundere.
But she's
there's a spectrum to tsundere.
Yeah, she's a type tsundere. But then she's like, no, we're
elite council, 10th seat. Fuck all you niggas.
But no one was supposed to
10th seat.
No one was supposed to, or no one ever beats her on anything. How is she 10th seat?
Well, she hasn't challenged anyone. I guess she hasn't challenged someone to win the higher seat.
So then we
don't
don't
even, some places.
So then we don't even know who number 1 is.
Exactly.
I didn't think I thought she was like 4th.
It's a big school. See that school? It's a big fucking school. Yeah. It is like a fucking like Blue Exorcist size fucking school.
Well, they said there's 1,000 students that applied there for the first. There are 1,000 first years.
Well, from what we've seen
Disney wrote an entire essay about her in my anime list.
Have you never been to my anime list?
Like most things are not this small.
Go to Goku.
Of what we've seen in the
that's
show
different.
so far, she's the number 1 chef.
No,
this-
because the polar sword guy is number 7.
Yeah,
he's higher.
The thing is, like, in all the competitions they've done, she's always been on top.
Yeah, because she's faced people who are not as good as her.
So, well, it's all inclusive. Like the summer camp and stuff that they're in, that's the whole school is doing that.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense because where's the naked guy?
You know, I was asking the same question yesterday. I had no
Maybe
idea.
he's
Actually,
Oh no, I think that's
Is that
that's
only for
a
first
first year
years?
camp. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
So she's number 1 amongst the first years.
Yes.
Yeah, because remember, they showed him briefly back. In
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, that's what I was thinking. Like, wait a second, he was naked in the group.
No, he's not first year.
That dream.
That was rad. Making me is like still give a fuck. But the thing is, show when like he was a guest speaker for some reason at the orientation. He's like, yeah, fuck all y'all, be number 1. Fuck it, sit and spin, bitch. It was awesome, and of course, everybody when Ira now they found Ira was doing the orientation test.
Yeah.
Everybody's building except for him, and of course his food was awesome, but she said, no, it sucks. And then the headmaster said, no, this chicken is really good.
I love how it's like the typical like the old guy like the white hair and the beard and Japanese clothes, and you just see him like grab the denial like form. He just goes, and I love when they do that. It's so funny.
What he cooked for her, that like egg like
Rice.
It was like egg and
on
pomegranate.
rice
And pomegranate.
and it was like sliding. I wanted to eat that so bad.
Pomegranate.
Yeah, it's like pomegranate.
Are you talking about the Shokugeki, the plum thing? Are you talking
No, I'm talking about
No, you're
I'm talking about the intro test.
You want to use pomegranate?
It was pomegranate. I wanted to. It was either pomegranate or
I can't remember.
It
Whatever
was
it
purple. It was purple.
that
think the
egg
chicken was
sauce dripping
Yeah.
over the rice.
Yeah.
I wanted that.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I hate eggs, so fuck that.
But
No, like when the girl who liked the meat made that dish. I wanted that. I want to
girl.
drink that meat.
oh, and then they introduced
I want
the
to meet
new
Ruben.
the latest introduced character is the white hair girl with her
Oh,
like,
I swear
bodyguard.
she's got to be like number 4.
No.
I think she's number 4.
I laughed so hard when she's like, all right, you're supposed to stand over there. Look menacing. Where's your balls? Be spinning your balls. It looks menacing. God damn it, you got...
And they turn back in like, oh, sorry, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
Okay, later.
But what was the reason she wanted to play cards with like her roommate, that girl that follows her around? Machina?
Seven. By
Or
six.
Irina?
I think that's like Crazy 8, which is like what
And then-
Uno is based off of.
And then Yukihira was like saying that he wanted to play cards as well or something. Or like no, he was like, hey, we should play cards. And she's like, well, fuck that, no, we're not. And she's like,
I got the
go,
cards.
Go give him the cards back. And so like she gives the cards back to the hotel employee, and she's like, no, we're gonna play cards.
Oh yeah, that. I
loved an episode after he got it done with his challenge is that she was in the bath
Oh yeah.
and the ending started playing.
Yeah.
And she was humming the ending and then he hummed the ending. He hummed it out of key. It was really great. And he was like humming the entire thing.
Yeah,
That buff ass instructor in the pool.
Well, you know.
Oh
Boy.
Oh.
That show is great. That style of comedy is what I expect from Kyoto, and I'm very surprised to see JC Staff doing it that well.
And just the attention to detail with food
Yeah.
is incredible.
I mean, the show's a complete shonen with food.
It breaks shit down as to what they did and why.
See, after episode
And how it all works.
After episode 1, I was like, this is like Yakitate Japan on steroids. And well, it's a better show too, but
It was like it's like Japan, but like thought out
yeah. And like,
and not bullshit.
well, like it was the reactions that I was basing it off of, and I'm like, since I liked Yakitate Japan, I was like, okay, like time to watch this.
See, the funny thing is the contrast between this and last season, where food porn was last season. And then I watched this show. I'm like, yeah, this show's a lot better than food porn.
It is.
Is it better than Toriko? Yes, but I just asked that anyway.
Yes.
Well,
So it's the best looking show I've ever made.
well
See, here's the thing. Toriko's a bad show.
yeah, Toriko sucks.
It's something.
Bad show.
But I mean, this show is able to be like that shonen aspect while still thinking out and actually like explaining food well.
Yeah. I thought
See,
this
no,
episode.
here's the thing. I think just because it's food, it feels different. This is how every shonen starts off. I mean, Naruto, they explain how every move worked. In the
But you,
first-
but the
and
thing
then-
is,
and Naruto was good when it started.
Exactly.
Moses, The thing is, you can appeal to it in regards that this is real shit, and also learn something.
I'm not watching anime to appeal to real shit.
Yeah.
So you don't want to eat that bacon wrapped potato?
I want to eat that so
Here's the
bad.
I do, but I mean, when I was younger, watched Naruto, I was want to be a ninja. What the fuck? I mean, I'm just saying.
There was a lot of people in my high school trying to be ninjas.
I want to be a Shinigami.
I want to be a bad. I mean, okay. But I give this show an A+.
I thought this episode was when she did.
Fuck.
First off, it's awesome how Megumi, what's her name? Is her name?
Yeah,
Megumi got rejected because
she has two first names
because she changed the recipe.
Oh, yeah.
And then
he's like,
someone was like, "Hey, what's the rules on challenging alumni? What do you mean, Shokugeki?"
Like that.
And the fire comes up. It's like fire around him. It's like rad.
No, I don't think you can beat him though. I don't think you can beat him.
He can't.
He's
not
great.
good yet.
That's what I like about it. It's not just I'm better at. It's not. He's not the Kirito of the show. It's like I'm better than everyone. I just haven't got.
He's not Tatsuya from a regular magical high.
And
was there a challenge we had? I'm not sure.
And I think this episode was about how that alumni guy has a thorn in the side because his sous chefs would change his recipe, and that would just fuck with him. And that was the reason he failed her because of that. And he's learning to change that and become more flexible in his stuff. And how Megumi was always around vegetables and how she's able to like really use them really well. And how he learned that he found out he can learn a thing or two. Just incredible, just storytelling there.
I love how in that Shokugeki, like it showed Megumi, like everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's so good!" I'm like, "Oh my god, you're gonna win this thing?" No,
it's good. It's not that good. It's incredible. A+ show. 10 out of 10.
A+. I'll reserve a number for when it finishes, but right now A+.
Even an A.
Yeah, I'll fucking out 10.
A+ are reserved for my 10s. I know the show's not gonna get a 10 for me, but it's a strong 9.
Let's take a break. Hey Mike,
What's up?
do you need to visit a hospital?
Yeah, I think I need what's the word?
Yeah, because Show by Rock gave me cancer because that show sucks.
But is it better than Triage X? Yes.
Did I hear Triage X?
Yeah, I think I need what's the word?
Don't say
medical help. Yes, medical help.
Who here finished Triage X?
Me, I did.
Huh, I was the only one with sense, okay? I was the only one that saw a disaster coming.
I am never getting Season 2 Escort Dead.
Because it's a bad show.
I am never getting Season 2. So, let me have this. This is for me. This is for me. Fuck both of you. This is for me.
Okay, you can have it. It's fine.
I can't wait to hear your score on this, because I can't wait to yell at you.
So, Triage X...
Stop clicking the table!
Starts off with a goddamn bang. There's a girl. There's one of the girls, some rifle on top of the building. Another one sitting underneath an umbrella in like a beach chair, just chilling. And they just fire through this fucking mansion and go kill this guy. And that's pretty rad. We find out the main guy was okay. This is the kind of thing that happened in Psychopaths. I didn't buy that either. Where when he was younger, he was injured in like a bomb. Him and his friend injured, and this guy used this technology he developed to kind of use his body parts to get him back together. But the boy's, his friend's subconscious is still in his mind.
As you're explaining this, I'm actually lowering my score in my head. Because I'm trying to remember the rest of the...
Wait, is it...
Arashi's his name.
You longing for Psychopaths or Triage?
Triage.
I didn't buy it there either, and I also don't buy it here, but whatever. That's not the point.
Yeah.
Basically, it's they form a group called... Is it called Triage X? Or something? What's it called?
Black Label.
Black Label.
Ruben, your face right now is so precious.
No, Ruben has a lot of reservations about a lot of shit in that show that I just didn't take seriously.
One huge thing that bugged the shit out of me.
What?
It was the first 2 or 3 episodes where they constantly use medical terminology to describe every goddamn thing. You are a lesion in this city. We must remove... No, you are the tumor. We must remove the lesion. Must perform our triage. We give you the black label.
You are.
Commence the operation.
I was like, yeah!
And I was literally watching the episode with my face in my hand.
That Patrick Stewart facepalm.
And I was just like, yeah.
And I was pissed off because I was like, there's some cool action happening. There's some cool characters, Busty Bays, whatever. But could you all shut up? Like, this would
It's
be
like-
a better show if no one
No
talked.
other show does action like this except for High School DxD.
So it's bad.
So it's awesome. I know. It's basically that's the entire show. They get some really dark shit. Like there's like that drug they use. I forgot what it's called. Use a drug to like pacify women and shit to make them crazy and just slaves.
Yeah.
Money?
And like the thing about the Blockade was that each one of them have died before. That's why they're in here. They've died and they've come back to life in some regard.
Wait, what?
Die in the sense of the word.
In the sense.
The sense of the word is still definite.
The doctoress helped them all!
Dying in the sense of dying is still dying. What do you mean?
You can die
Not
and you
physically
can be
die.
fixated.
Huh?
You can die and be
Just
fixated.
because you die doesn't mean you're killed.
Yeah, doesn't mean
Just because you're killed doesn't mean you die.
People don't die with people don't.
God.
God, no, I'm leaving. I'm leaving now. No.
What is that?
No, the thing is that there's really not much to the show except it's a case by case thing of different lesions that must be taken care of, and the big breasted ladies are really good. Like there's one girl with super strength and all that. Other girls really good with the sword.
Might as well all fucking super strong.
And then there's the detective guy who's just really in over his head. I loved how remember how they took out that one guy and detective's assistant was in the parking lot,
And then
and the idol girl was kind of like slid kind of just skated right on by,
Yeah.
like nothing happened. And she showed up and she just created these bombs, started dancing, and let the bombs go off.
She told the detective, she's like, is that your car? She's like, yeah. She's like, oh, sorry. She goes off and it just explodes.
Is that episode 1?
Was it?
Episode one or two, yeah.
Yes, because I saw that. That was episode 1.
I guess it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Where the detective was trying to undo the gang thing or whatever with the torture and the lady, and then they smoke bomb the whole place and then left.
Yeah.
Well, that was episode 2.
Maybe.
No, I only saw episode 1.
A big thing was the doctor created this drug that allowed for the fusion of body parts while keeping the brain intact. I forgot what it's called. And he said it was a really dark thing, so he tried to destroy all his evidence, but apparently someone kept it, and that's what they're going to go into season 2. They left off a really bad spot, episode 10, where they.
Well, okay, so I'll just say this, like I said before, they caught up to the manga.
Okay, right.
And that's why it's only 10 episodes, because they just ran out of shit.
Yeah.
So they just caught up, the manga literally one chapter ahead, and so they don't know where to go from here.
Now, I wanted to somehow be able to argue this show's a 10 until episode 4 or 5, where remember how what's her name?
So when they were
Mikoto meets the other girl who's the other kind of like a vigilante.
Yeah.
Works with this other group,
Yeah.
and they stay down.
Oh god, what was their
this
group's
drug
name?
lord.
It pissed me
It's
off.
like a
too.
syringe something.
It was syringe.
It was syringe.
fucking syringe. God damn it! It doesn't need. God.
See,
Wait,
it
that whole
sounds
show.
yeah, man, fuck it, syringe, yeah.
That whole show, leave it the exact same. Change the terminology a point higher.
You're fucking getting caught up on this dumb.
God, I couldn't stand it.
Well, the fact that
Whatever.
she got hit in the face with a crossbow.
No,
bolt
not even this
and,
part. No, the drug guy, he fell through the fucking roof. Where there's nothing that climbs fucking the middle of the roof where you can't climb up anything, and it's on fire and underneath the roof.
Yeah.
And he climbed back up, nothing, to come back up.
It was bullshit.
And also the little girl, the woman, she got shot in the face, in the eye with a crossbow, and just got back up,
And live.
and then committed suicide.
She wasn't even bleeding.
Yeah.
that did happen. She could.
Which I'm like, you know what? I want to say the 10 fuck the haters, but I legitimately cannot even begin to argue that it's a 10.
Shouldn't even be higher than a 7.
Oh my god.
If you give the show a 9 and say it's on the same league as Parasite, Mike,
I found
will
the show to
guess.
be absolutely incredible and some of the most fun I've watched anime since Kill la Kill and Naruto.
Oh.
For the love
It
of
was
God.
fun as fuck to watch.
For the love of God, Ruben.
So I give that show a B.
I know you don't like Al No Zero Season
That's
2.
it?
A B, yeah. I
Yeah, I was
can't.
expecting a lot
I
higher.
cannot, in good conscience, give it anything higher than B.
I give it a C+.
You give this better than Al. Okay, Ruben. I don't like Al No
It was better than 0 season 2. It was.
Then this.
I would watch it many times over.
The action
All the days.
is outstanding.
Because, I mean, Arashi really fucks people up.
And the character is actually good character. So the women
And like that,
are awesome.
that like lolly idol chick is a
Awesome.
thing.
So great.
You know,
That whole arc was awesome. Where they like the wolf,
They're
wolf lady,
hostage, yeah.
wolf lady. It's awesome.
Worst show of the season.
You didn't
No.
watch it. You didn't watch
One
it.
episode. I don't care. I just heard what the show's about.
It's awesome.
That's bad.
not.
And the thing is, like again, like High School Dead, the women are good characters.
Here's the thing. I like High School Dead a lot.
That's not much.
This show is so far below High School Dead.
Which is why it should be 7A+.
What did you give High School to that?
I'd give it an A. I liked it.
A plus plus.
I'm the
plus,
only
plus,
one here
plus.
that hates High School to that.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
It's a pretty bad show.
No, it's pretty awesome.
Like for me, when those boobs, you know, and the whole boob like controversy,
That-
part, I was like, yeah.
But yeah!
Because High School of the Dead wasn't so egotistical that they had to use like, you know, stupid terminology throughout the show.
No, when that boob thing first happened, I watched it and said out loud, no. Then ran it back, saw it again, laughed my fucking ass off.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm talking to people that like High School DxD and Two Lover.
No, that shit fucking sucks.
I don't know. No one here likes
High School DxD
I
is
can't watch Two
garbage.
Lover.
All of it. I do not like it. Do not like it.
Just watch Hentai instead, it's the same shit.
It's pretty
Thinking
close.
about the point
You
back.
saw that?
It's close.
You
It's
saw the
close.
possible scene, right?
It's pretty
You
close.
seen the possible scene, right?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, Triage X is fucking awesome.
Did I?
Possible scene? You know?
From what? Which
Two Lover, where the guy like sticks a popsicle down her throat and just like starts like jamming it back and forth in there. And then someone made a gif about it on just re. And then like he's like dripping.
Okay, before we go on,
Popsicle.
I gotta pause this for a second. Hold on. All right. So after a break of me finding that scene, which did in fact exist at
Boy.
the end of Darkness,
Did it.
which
Whew.
where you come up to Oriental Station Snafu.
Who watched Snafu here?
Look, I did Rom-Com Snafu season 2.
Saw the first season.
Oriental Station Machigatteiru.
Oh, so you're the only one that saw second season.
Am I the only one who watched the whole thing?
Because I only watched the first half of first season. I got
Okay,
Yeah.
I have to make a disclaimer here.
bad show.
This is probably one of the best written animes in the last few years,
Okay.
but it's not for me or many people.
Okay.
The way they write character development in this show is second to none, and no other anime
Second to
like,
who?
can really
None.
Second to Monogatari.
like something like that. Like it's
It's the hipster.
you can really like you can legitimately write like an essay on this show on like how its writing worked for it, more so in the second season than the first. That being said, I get it, I understand it, it's a great show, whatever. I didn't care for it much because it's not my cup of tea. The thing is, it really speaks to people who
It really speaks to
Who can-
elitists.
who can-
Is there just more of the first season? Is there a plot or what?
They're kind
the
of
plot is the development of the characters. That's the thing.
So it's more than the first. I got it.
Well,
The difference is the second season didn't have that annoying fat otaku guy, which I hated. But it shows how character interactions can develop people. Like you can't. It's so hard to write something like this. And it's really well done. And I appreciate it for that. And I hate that I can't enjoy it better because it's just not my kind of show. But
See-
here's what pisses me off. And here's what pisses me off a lot about the fan base for this show. And for the fan base of anime people in general. People criticize Glasslip for attempting to do what this show's doing, and then they say this show is literally top 100. This show is on top 100 of all time anime.
On whose scale?
Well, so it's.
On like Kodansha like ratings and stuff like Anime News over like
I'll
things like
say,
that.
Danmachi season 2 is also there too.
See, I was gonna say. I was gonna say
Attack on
now.
Titan season 2 is also
We're like
there,
Attack on
too.
Titan season 2 is also on top 10.
Yeah, but I mean, for a show like this to be like up on there, it's so it's just I get it. The show is really fucking good, and I don't care.
So what do you give it?
Personally, like a B minus. I was not enjoying it.
Well, I watched all of the first season, and I thought to myself, this show is not fun to watch, I get what they're trying to do.
I think I'd read it off trying to be a not as good Spoko Tomodachi show.
Yeah.
So,
well, it wasn't as shallow as Pokemon Tomodachi.
Yeah, the thing is,
or as good.
See, like,
it wasn't as entertaining. I mean, the thing about Pokemon Tomodachi was a comedy. This is not a comedy.
This is drama.
This is a drama. But this is a character development drama. This is going through their lives and how they change each other.
And I get what they were trying to do, and they accomplished. Well, they accomplished it, and in a better way than most other shows would try to do it. But by the time I finished watching the first season, I was like, you know what, this whole like title, like, and when I saw the announcement for the second season, I was just like, okay, I'm not actually going to watch this because like it's not fun for me to watch. If I'm tired, it's not a show I can sit down and get through the whole episode with. And that's the thing. Like it's also
it's geared for people who can get really vested in like the main like Hachiman, and he's a fine character. I don't mind him, but I feel like the person who wrote this grew up like him. He grew up with a very cynical outlook on life, so it's really something that it has to gear toward that kind of person, and unfortunately, that's not me.
Also, the fact that the fan base for this actually really pisses me off because it's a bunch of it's hipster elitism bait to me. Mm-hmm. And that's and again, like if you go, I mean, anyone that you're friends with on Facebook or just, and well, God forbid, even if they do listen to this, I don't give a shit. Fight me IRL. People like Spatafor will call this show like best of the year.
I was waiting for
people like Oda will call this show best of the year.
I'm not gonna lie. I could talk for I could do an hour-long at least podcast just talking about this show in depth. I could. I'm not going to. I don't care.
Not with me.
But this show has enough material, like deep meaning material.
I was like you and Mark have your fucking hour and a half glass lit love fest at some point.
Well, we can't because he doesn't like the show because he's stupid.
He's gonna be the contradictory view.
Okay.
I didn't like the show either, Ruben. To be fair,
I want to like it.
I didn't care and I didn't watch it.
I did not pick up that show to watch a love triangle or pentagon or whatever the hell it was at that point. That's not what I
want. That show to watch symbolism of the anime.
And that's kind of what Yahari is too, but like it's easier to understand, so people are like, "Oh yeah, this is a good show." Glasslip was really subtle about it and really roundabout about it, but either way, yeah,
for its own sake, not for the sake of the audience.
It's yeah, I get maybe I don't know. Either way, very quality anime that I could recommend, but I don't want to watch it again.
To be fair, I would
move on.
rather watch that show than what was the fuck?
Triage X.
No. What was the one that had the main chick had like white hair and they made like a bunch of JoJo's references. And that's it was like reference.
The pet, is it the pet?
No, it's my girlfriend and my childhood friend are fighting over me or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, yeah, I would rather watch this show over that one.
Okay, Yamada-kun 2 Ni no
Have fun, guys.
Mahou.
Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches.
Yeah. Like, I didn't finish that show, and I'm really mad at myself for not doing so.
Oh, I'm going to, because that show's actually fun.
That show is hilarious. It is a body switching thing. I mean, it's due by anime bullshit. So, the main character is extremely lazy, late to school. He gets in fights sometimes. And then you have the super smart girl that's just always quiet. She gets straight A's, blah, blah, blah. They're walking in the hallway after school. They trip on each other down the stairs, and they're both kissing pose. And then when they wake up, they're like, "Wait, why am I a girl? Wait, why am I a guy?" And then like the girl looks down her pants, like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?"
No, and then in episode 2, when she ends up having to go fight these dudes, but it's the guy in the girl's body though.
Yeah. Oh, he does.
Tatsumaki
She literally says Takamaki.
Yeah, and does it, and kicks their ass.
God, that was so great.
That's hilarious.
That is a very, I'm not going to say underrated, I think it's a little underrated.
How far did you get, Moses?
I only watched like the first 4 episodes.
Well, you can wait till I get all the Blu-rays and we can marathon.
I'm down with that. That show's really, really
So
fun.
I read my favorite blogger, it was his favorite anime of the season, and he says that every time he switches body to the girl, he never ceases to be surprised at the fact that he has boobs or something.
Yeah.
Like it never dulls.
It's a really really funny show, and every time he kisses someone, like let's say he kisses a girl, then if he still kisses someone else, keeps switching. It doesn't have to be his body.
Oh,
Jesus, a guy.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I was joking. That's kind of funny.
No, yeah, it did actually happen.
it is a little bit for everybody. It's like you got
There's 2 girls and 2 guys in the club. There's a lot of kissing after hours.
yeah. So you get
Might be like the body switching part of Coco Connect. A little bit.
So it's kind of like that. It's the same like funny, but without them trying to bring in a serious like issue, like the one guy, whatever his name is.
See, one of my favorite parts about this show. So they started a club, and it's the guy and the girl. Then eventually another guy comes on. And there's another. We're like, well, we need someone else that actually knows about the fake club we just made up for kissing. They're trying to figure this shit out. And they need a place to do it in private. So they're like, okay, so we made like a UFO club. We need someone that understands this. And there's like this real outcast girl, and she's like all into it. She doesn't know what's going on. She's like all into it, and then she eventually joins. She joins the club through. She spreads a rumor. Do you remember that? She spreads a rumor about the main 2 characters kissing because she saw it.
Oh yeah.
And then Yamada kisses her, ties her up. And then he tries to dispel the rumors. Like, no, guys, never happened. And then he put himself out there. He exposed the secret to her and everything. And then it's like, oh, we never believed you. You're a liar. We don't care what you think.
And then he wonders he went through all that effort and then just for nothing. And then he comes back and she's gone.
God, that show is a really funny show. I feel like if the show kept that pace, it'd be an easy 8, maybe 9. If the show kept that pace.
It's really funny. I wasn't
So
originally...
we do letter grades here?
A-.
B+.
Strong.
All right.
That's Street Fighter reference. God.
That's Tazumaki's.
We are getting down to it here.
Kirkos.
Danaga nani o iteru ka waka wana
Wait.
suremi.
Are we doing Kirkos before shorts? Are we doing other old shows before
We're going to do the
shorts?
shorts first.
Oh, before that. Okay.
It was more of that.
Yeah, so I was under the impression that she was going to be giving birth. Or
being pregnant.
Well, either being
She's not
pregnant,
showing it all.
being pregnant, or they skipped so far ahead they already had the baby.
Yeah.
But I guess that'd be kind of a buzzkill.
She's still not showing though.
But man, that's maybe every episode's 1 day.
Maybe.
And that's been 13 days.
This show's not enough content for 24 minutes.
Oh, for sure, no.
We said before we wish it was 24. Now we know that. No, we can't do it.
Oh, I thought you meant 24 minutes.
Yeah.
Per episode.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure, no.
Yeah.
Or yes,
we wish
that the show could do it for us.
Yes.
But we understand that it probably cannot do it.
Now
for
we can't.
us.
Because it didn't do anything.
It didn't do much. It did the funny joke where she's like, I tried to undo it. I tried to push the undo button when it took her virginity.
That's pretty great. Everything else was the weird jokes about his brother, liking that guy, and the guy trying to get away from him.
Yeah.
That's constantly a thing, and about how they fought over the name of the child. All of a sudden, everybody's there. That's kind of funny. But
they named after the doctor chick in the long run anyway, so.
Yeah, I like how they went into a relationship of one of their friends.
Oh, yeah.
Together. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is more of that. There's not much any progress though. I guess it's Sabi.
As a short, it's you can't expect much more, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, B's fine.
Okay, I think now it's time for
well, if there's more shorts, I'd watch
I can't understand.
let's see, there is Amiro Coco.
What? No, not that one. Go on.
Naruto.
Nidu
Kakura-sen Kun 2.
Wait, I'm confused.
Takamiya Nasuno Desu.
Oh, not yet.
TQ4 you can watch. Urano
Sagi-chan. I watched this.
What? Why? It's so boring.
It was 2 minutes long.
It's so boring though.
It's 2 minutes long.
Yeah, and?
I don't know what happened. Let's continue.
Okay.
I watched it and I'm like, she's getting lost. She's a dumbass.
Oh, this is the short I want to watch?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, yeah, They did homework at some point. It was pointless. Say it.
Vampire Homes.
No.
I don't know. There's something. Moving on.
I guess that was it.
That's for the edit.
Oh, no.
Wait, for short?
I'm sorry. Well, one short finished.
Yeah, I can't understand my husband.
We were just talking about
I didn't. Oh, is that the Japanese name? I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Say it in English. Gosh.
No.
Why would I know that name in Japanese?
We were just talking about how she didn't give birth and she wasn't pregnant. She wasn't
Yeah,
showing.
I didn't understand. You said a name in Japanese. I'm like, well.
Well, Mike's trying to be special here, okay?
Trying to, God, you don't even use chopsticks. Stop it.
Because I'm American.
Did you say the name in fucking English? Not
I'm American, but I say these names in Japanese because, yeah.
Yeah.
Merca. But, shit, what was I going to say?
North Shore.
Oh, there was the one, I don't know if any of you guys watched it. I know Brian watched a little bit. It was the psychosomatic comical medicine shorts. They're pretty funny. Like, every episode they just go over like a psychosomatical disease, but like do it in like comedy style and like how to treat it and what the symptoms are. It was pretty good. But I watched all of it.
Okay.
Anyways, we can move on to the continuations. I have 4.
We did.
I'll
It's down
forget.
already did.
Huh?
It's down already did.
Which one?
Okay, so we have 3,
Yeah.
unless I'm missing anything.
The 3 is Kuriko's, JoJo's, and S Class.
Yeah.
There's.
Alright, so let's go to Kuriko's.
Kirkos. Finished that last night.
So, real quick,
Yeah.
do you guys think there's going to be any more Kuriko's?
I wouldn't be
It'd be
surprised.
Because
cool, but
they-
where do they fucking go from here?
Yeah, they were pushing it at the end where they're like, well, these people
They
are
had long
graduating,
since pushed it.
and they're like getting like new people.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a movie because I can't think of a shonen that does not have a movie.
To cover what?
A random game. What shonen movies cover? Nonsense. Just have a random game. Like, hey, Almine, I want to challenge you because I need to test my new Zone 3.
Okay, you know.
Okay.
Oh, you know? One-on-one tournament.
What my guess is like some like generation of Chinese miracles, challenges of generation of miracles.
New generation.
No.
New generation.
No.
Yeah, new generation.
If I can't see Misdirection Overflow by Kuroko, I don't want to see it.
No, but what if it
You
was
didn't
like,
even see it.
what if it was
No,
like a challenge?
we saw Rewrite.
What if it was like a challenge match for the country pride? And so the Generation of Miracles get back together.
So it's like All-Stars.
Olympics?
to play against.
It's the
Olympics?
Yeah, the
All-Stars.
Olympics. It was the Olympics. No, it'll be Olympics. It'll be Generation
junior
of Miracles
championships, yeah.
will be the Japanese basketball team for the Olympics, and they'll have to fight through the world's best
junior
teams.
championships.
No. This is the only well accepted.
Those people could compete on a national,
UA,
on a
the
world level.
The UAT championships.
No, this is what I want. I want them to go to fucking college and play basketball like they look like they're supposed to be doing. So 3 years later, guys, we're all in college. Let's do this again.
What college are you going to? The same one we're all going to. Basketball University.
Todai.
I can see that though. You know, I can see that is like them like going to the Olympics, like playing as a Japanese basketball team for the Olympics, and they have to fight through the world's best teams.
Or I think they're too young for that. I think that's the under 18 championships.
You're allowed to be you can be 13 and up.
You can,
Yeah, but like it'd be weird having these 15-year-old guys facing these fucking grown ass men.
Well, they can animate it up.
Yo, they're
and
gonna fight LeBron.
They can make an anime and have it so that doesn't fucking matter. Like everyone's young. I don't know.
So
I mean,
this is you under 18.
That's the only place for it to go is to get the Generation of Miracles together and fight opponents that are actually fighting them on their level. Which, to be fair, is going to be literally the most bullshit you could possibly think of.
Yeah.
We have a guy who can hit from anywhere, a guy who cannot be past defense, a guy who can dunk it from half fucking court, a guy who can make you fall down, a guy who you cannot stop.
And the same guy can put you all in his zone.
Yeah.
Plus your zone.
And
You don't see that, and then there's an
And
idea.
we're gonna do that, but they're gonna have challenges.
But see, then there's a good idea. Make it like 4 years later, they're all doing their own shit, and then they all get an invitation to join, and then it's the Olympics. I'm cool with that.
Except 4 years.
That's
is a
what
long
I'm
time.
saying, though. But think about how
What do you
stupid.
mean? They're not even of age 4 years later.
You don't know that. We don't know how
They're
they'll.
like 16, 15, 16.
No, they're first years.
What does that
14.
Oh, 14. Okay, yeah. Some of them will be of age, some of them won't be. Yeah, so they.
Well, anyways,
I wish
here's
they
the
were
thing.
16.
Just if you think about the type of bullshit that they have to employ, if the Generation of Miracles came together and had a difficult opponent to beat, What is that opponent doing?
I not complain Shaquille O'Neal trying to do everywhere. I don't trip,
Playing for the
nigga.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Like,
Allen Iverson does.
Someone the goddamn show, please.
Yeah, what happened? Some shit happened. There was a show, whatever, A-.
The Winter Cup. The win is in red.
Oh, Kisei. Oh, so it started with Kisei fighting off his other copier guy.
He took moves away.
Yeah, he pillaged moves.
What kind of bullshit is that?
The criminal, by the way.
The one knocked the out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so
He was a former Nation of Miracle.
yeah, no, he wasn't.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
He was on their team.
No. He left before. He was on the team, but the team became the Generation of Miracles once Kisei got there. He was not part of Generation of Miracles. Yeah, just like So Kisei beat that guy, and he unleashed the most broken move, in my opinion, in the whole fucking show. I can steal everyone's move, including the Generation of Miracles. Like Kuroko. Whatever. Kurgo's team should not have won that. They
should have beaten Almina.
He was only moving for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and he destroyed them. No. Like, Kisei's my favorite character. I was a little hurt. I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't want
I know that the black guy enjoys the blonde-haired white guy the most. That's his favorite character.
I don't know why. He's just so cool. But no, I mean that show was pretty much just them playing the tournament, and they beat Akashi, and that was like a 6.
I don't think they played anyone besides Kisei played. Okay, Kisei played the criminal.
Mm-hmm.
Then Kisei played Midorima, lost Midorima, and then Midorima lost to Akashi.
They only played Akashi, and I mean there's that 6-episode flashback.
No, what? No.
Yeah, flashback. They flashback.
Yeah, the flashback for a bit.
Oh, Kisei beat the criminal. Then Kisei lost to Team Sailor.
Team Sarah.
Yeah.
And then we see Midorima lose to Akashi.
Yeah, and then it's the
that's
flashback.
right.
And then it's the last fight.
Oh god.
And Akashi found someone better than Kuroko.
I like the flashback. I thought the flashback was really insightful.
Oh yeah, that was the season. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Akashi found a better Kuroko than Kuroko. So he can actually shoot.
Well, Kuroko can shoot.
On the regular.
Kisei's captain said, "Fuck your phantom shot. I know it now." And I was like, "Oh shit, Kuroko's useless again."
Now the other guy can shoot for realsies, actually shoot. So he's better than Kuroko.
I honestly believe on the beginning of this last season, when they went to that flashback of the middle school, I honestly believe that this entire season was going to be middle school, so they're going to do a movie for the last game.
I thought the entire middle school was going to be a flashback too. Or entire middle school was going to be the rest of the season.
All in all, I'm glad they finished it though, because
me too. But it's I don't want there to be any more. I love that show. A-. I don't want there to be any more.
Yeah, neither.
Stop, please stop.
They played literal Space Jam. Literal Space Jam.
It started off with Kagami in the zone, who jumped fucking 18 feet in the air and threw the ball down at an outward angle into the basket.
Meteor Jammer.
Fuck.
New Year Space Jam, baby.
Fuck that.
But the analogy for him being in the water for the zone, which is kind of a weird analogy, because why would you be in an area that is tough to navigate when you're in the
because
best
you're
time of
drowning,
your life?
sinking even deeper to selflessness.
Shut up.
Yeah. Then you reach the bottom, and the only place to go is into this door that's being blocked by some.
So
that
remember
an
how
analogy to your problem.
Remember how there were two second staircase, or just a second door?
He goes in the door, and there's a second door in there. That's what we call.
And the second door is teamwork.
That's the first door.
No, the first door is fuck I'm in the zone. Fuck all you guys.
No, that's going into the water. So first you drown in the water, then you get to the bottom, then there's the door.
There's only a door. There's only a door.
We're saying, what if there was a second door?
It's not different.
That'd be the movie.
Shut up.
Where it's direct bullshit zone.
I don't know how you get any better than I want to read the manga. I want to see how they animated that space part. God,
Akashi shouldn't have lost. Also, Akashi lost his eye, but got 2 eyes, I guess.
No, okay, see, I was convinced that Akashi popped a blood vessel. I'm like, that's the only way they can make that even close to real. And then it unpops itself.
It was cool that Akashi actually failed Nancy. He kind of lost his composure for a bit, and that was kind of interesting.
It was.
Everyone became in the zone on this team. He passed on.
Yeah, the point guard fucking made his team better. How about that?
I don't know what you're talking about. Point guards don't do that. Those are centers. What are you talking about?
God.
Centers are the team.
As far as I'm concerned,
I don't have the time or the energy to argue with you about this.
Centers are the one that do
all I know is that, like last season, there was a basketball play that made no fucking sense. Where Akashi's team, up by 4, clock ticking down, they have the ball. You don't do anything. You make the other team foul you or clock around.
Well, didn't they say that himself? Didn't he say like, "Why did I do that?" Didn't he actually regret doing that decision?
He was a dumbass.
Yes, I mean it's fine. He was fucked up, so it's whatever.
And then
well, the whole point was he's like they won't pass here, and then he was like, wait a second, no, Akashi's too prideful. He won't just sit around.
No, he wants to win. He wouldn't pass there.
That was the whole point why he passed.
Fuck, that's complete horseshit. I'm buying that.
That is the part you're calling horseshit about the show.
That was one of the most recent parts.
You've seen 74 other episodes, and that's the one.
No, you know my season matter.
Huh?
The show is a C-.
Wow. What'd you give out on Zero Season 2? That's the best mark for Cherry.
Give it a B.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow.
Oh no, it's far and away better. Even this shit's far and away better than
Triage X was what again?
Yes, Triage X better than Kuroko's basketball.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
I can name fucking shows from the season.
No, let's not go there.
No, hold on, I got time.
No, you just said you don't have time.
Let me see here.
You know, I thought we were friends.
Ace of Diamonds better. Dungeon's
Anyways,
better.
so
Fate's better. Grisia's better.
I enjoy. I mean, it was bullshit.
That's
But
what
it's
DxD is
kind of
not
like
better.
one of the. Shut up. I kind of think.
Okay, here's the thing. The show is shonen.
Nisekoi's better.
Expect bullshit. There's no way around bullshit in shonen.
Danmachi's
Whether it's
better.
Ceres, what the fuck, let me turn into a zombie, or whatever that was, and then, like, get OP, and then get hugged. Like, this is what shonen is. And I keep saying, my benchmark for not my benchmark, but my rule is, if you're watching a tournament, it's probably shonen. Episode 3, hey guys, there's a tournament coming up, it's shonen. So expect it, it's bullshit.
Pretty sure Nanoha's a shonen then.
Well, it's a 9. I think it's about 90% of all. I wouldn't say 100%, but it's a good 90% rule.
Anyways, I think I wouldn't be able to take much more bullshit, but the fact that it was like well-contained bullshit and it had a clear beginning, clear end, I was willing to accept it to the end. That's why I don't want any more, but I'll give A- to what we have.
I like that Akashi played basketball. Akashi played actual basketball. That's nice.
Any thoughts, Matt?
Well, I'm just saying meteor jamming.
Still C-. Okay, C. Okay.
I can separate like real basketball is and anime basketball, and that is why I can give this show an A-.
And that's why Rokubo is a better show.
And you can shut your mouth because
You know, sorry.
no, that's the thing. I like regular basketball because it's the only other sport. It's the only sport I'll really like go out of my way to watch. Well, I mean, football's in season 2, but aside from that, though, like I at least can understand. Okay, this is anime and it's shonen, so I know not to bring in any real life basketball fundamentals into this show and expect them to do it.
I mean, like Mike, it's like a chef saying, "What the fuck's going on with Souma?"
Cooking.
Precisely.
They're actually legit cooking.
No, see, here's the thing. You don't cook. You're not a chef.
I'm not sure. Did you see Yuki-chan flip 18 omelets in the air at once, land them perfectly on plates, and flip them over with precision?
You can't do that.
Can you do that?
I'm not a chef.
I'm not a chef either.
Well,
but you know, let me go become a chef.
The guy said, "Get you. You 15 yards over there. I'm like your shower, Joe. Get the fuck out."
That's pretty rad. Pretty rad.
Like, this show, I would give this show an A. I want to. Like, I give season 1 and 2 an A because I think those are better seasons. But season 3, I'd give an A-.
I mean, the
pick of the show is still Amine versus Kisei.
The show started out like it was grounded, and then it just got less grounded as they went on.
Well, I personally don't care for the first 2 games in the first season. But what I really liked was Kuroko versus Amine and Amine versus Kisei. Amine versus Kisei is still my favorite game.
That's the best.
That game was amazing.
That's the best game of the show.
That was the season finale of season 1. Amine versus Kisei.
Season what?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. I marathon all
Wait,
this.
when did Amine play against Kuroko then?
Like episode, like midway through season 1. Because it was the Kisei trial, it was Kisei practice match. Then it was like some bullshit teams. Then it was Midorima. Then it was Almine. Then Almine fought Kisei.
I mean, it's still the best player among all.
Who they lose? Oh, they lost to Almine.
Yeah, they lost Almine. That's why Kisei fought Almine.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So they did lose Almine. And they went back and beat them the next time.
Yeah, but they weren't any better. They weren't better than that team. I mean, so Emma needs to still take over.
No. Almine's team is not better. Almine is better.
So he makes his team better. So they have a better team. All things equal, the better player wins.
Must be.
I'm never, even in the zone, Kagami should never, ever be faster than Almine. Ever.
Mike's just mad that the guy who plays street basketball lost. For coming from Houkago and everything.
Yeah, that's why.
All right. Anyways, we should move on.
Ass class.
I guess we'll do Assassination Class. I'm sure. Assassination Classroom. So you didn't watch the ending?
Really get?
Did you watch the ending?
No.
Where'd you leave off?
19. They went to go get the guy who poisoned all of them.
So I'll just tell you, in the end, it was the that really mean instructor that was like fucking with them.
Yeah.
That they brought him. That was.
I thought like the guy scared him shitless and he stopped doing that.
Yeah. So his pride was hurt and he was very unhappy about what happened. Mm-hmm. So he did this. That aside, though, they didn't end it. I don't know where the manga is.
Manga's 100 chapters ahead.
You looked into it.
Wow.
I hope we get more because it's really good, but it can't drag on that much longer.
No.
They need
to make dragged on a lot. I thought the peak of that was when, like I said, was fighting that guy. But when I fight that guy, he just walked up on him and just took him down. Incredible. That showed like Nagisa's true potential and his abilities. Incredible. But since that, it's just Kurosan has still been outstanding, and they've given more time to other characters, and it's fine.
Have they? Because like I left off on I'm way behind. I left off on episode 10. I said this last retrospective that the one thing I didn't really care for about it is that they only focused on 3 characters the whole time. Like,
they gave some more focus.
Okay, because the other characters in the classroom, like I couldn't name one to save my life.
The two parts of that show that weakened it for me was one, the tentacle hair kid.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that, and then the whole arc, like getting poisoned and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
It dragged out.
So the season's over.
It's over.
Okay.
I liked the island. I loved their attempt at assassination. I liked what came of it.
Yeah.
Poisoning and beyond. The poison and beyond was stupid. For them to bring back that guy,
right?
To really accomplish nothing.
Kind of starting to say they're kind of out of ideas.
Let's not forget the fact that they weren't actually in danger.
Well, yeah, they weren't.
They weren't.
They had these mercenaries. He got these mercenaries, and one of them created the poison.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, oh, you don't have to worry about it. This guy wanted me to make a poison to kill you guys, and I was going to do it. But then I realized you were a bunch of like middle school kids. I was like, I couldn't bring myself to do that, so I just gave you something that made you feel really shitty for a while.
I gave you a bunch
to make our boss think I did the correct thing, because he's like one way or another.
I gave you a bunch of laxatives.
This was gonna be over. This was gonna be over one way or another afterwards. Anyways, either you were gonna beat him or he was gonna get his shit and leave. So either way.
Yeah.
But like I want more, but I want them to stay on track and stop bullshitting around the issue at hand.
And that's close as they come to actually like hurting him.
Yeah.
So you need to figure out how to beat that.
But actually, I'll tell you what happened. So the guy's plan is, how he wanted them to hand over the ball, right?
Right.
Of him. He was gonna take. So he's gonna have someone bring him the ball. He was gonna kidnap the student who was gonna bring him the ball.
Mm-hmm. But
what he's gonna do is he was going to bury alive the student with the ball, and I think it was underwater or something, because he gets hurt with water.
Right.
So he was going to have it so that when he comes out of the shell, he would not be able to do the explosion that he was supposed to do to get to safety, because it would hurt his student, which was against his agenda.
Right.
So then he would in turn die because he didn't want to hurt the student. That was the guy's plan.
Smart.
But anyways, I think
the show sells in.
This show had some best of the season moments, but it had some low points. So in the end,
it never progressed.
In the end, I'm going to give it a B+.
To me, it's still an A. It's still an A show.
Not an A minus A.
It's an A. Yeah.
I can't give it that high. I really I just can't. The fact that
It's a top 5 show of the year.
Well, one, it didn't finish. Oh, that's bold. It didn't. I don't know.
I mean, if they're going to be canon with it, guys, the show's not any time.
I have a hard time believing that you would give a show top 5 of the year when you didn't finish it.
I'm going to finish it.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! I should have told you all that then.
Doesn't matter.
But yeah.
Just finish it in time for this podcast.
Yeah. Much like I didn't watch Take You 4 in 20 minutes yet.
Yeah.
God.
So I guess the last thing, unless I'm forgetting anything, will be JoJo's.
Yeah.
That was
Awesome.
amazing.
Fucking incredible.
From
Pretty much from the Eagle onward is
I think on our last retrospective I said that the first part of Egypt, so the first 13 episodes of this season,
it's boring.
were the worst JoJo's
Right.
yet.
Yeah.
Out of all JoJo's,
it was
the worst.
definitely
JoJo's.
the weakest.
Yeah.
But now the second half of Egypt was probably the best JoJo's yet.
Worse than Jonathan.
Oh, so you don't want to watch anything else? Cool, great. Well, let's go.
What?
You said worse than Jonathan? You said worse JoJo's, period.
Worst, like the worst occurrences of happen in JoJo's as of yet, like starting from.
I wasn't sure if you were talking about starting from Stardust Crusaders.
No, like
onward,
literally
right?
all of JoJo's.
Yeah.
I think it was.
No, I mean like Darby the Gambler was outstanding. The Darby the Player was cool too. The Eagle and Iggy was an excellent fight.
Oh yeah.
And then they got into
The guy who like his mouth was in another dimension.
fucking awesome.
Oh, we thought.
Fucking awesome.
I had no idea they were going to kill off that many people. I was like, what is going
Kill off
on?
Admiral. Like when the Admiral like he's here, that's
They
it.
killed off Abdal. They killed off Iggy. They killed off fucking
Kakyoin.
Kakyoin. Like Jesus Christ.
Like that whole fight was cool. Who was the fight after that? Was it Dio after that?
Still alive?
I think it went straight to Dio.
Yeah. The whole Dio fight.
Oh
was-
no, Dio survives on through like every volume. Like they constantly fight Dio in different
The
ways.
Dio fight might have been
And
the
this
best.
is a cult classic, like one of the best things ever made.
The Dio fight
just-
might have been the best fight of any anime this season. Maybe of the year.
The Dio fight is probably what defined like shonen anime tropes.
I finally guess that
past-
joke they made in
Because you have to realize this was written in the 80s.
Yeah.
So what you're watching existed before we have now.
I get
And it was so good.
I get that joke that you see a bridge where Goldo says the worldo and drops a fucking scene.
Oh,
on
I could.
Krillin.
I made a Facebook post. I waited 70 odd episodes for him to drop that fucking steamroller.
Okay, Moses. And Dragon Ball Z Abridged, Goldo's fighting Krillin and Gohan. Goldo says, the worldo! And then drops a rolling machine on Krillin, yeah.
Oh, God.
You know Goldo's ability, right?
Is that why?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
No, I remember it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's been something I saw in the old JoJo's game a long time ago, and I saw, like, I've just always thought that was so cool. He's like, Zawarudo, he drops the tractor. And I was like, I remember from the very first JoJo's episode, I told a friend of mine, I'm like, when do I get to see the steamroller? He's like, it's going to be a few years from now. And I'm finally to that point, I'm like, steamroller!
Like, the way Dio beat Kakyoin was awesome. And how he communicated that to Joseph?
How Kakyoin communicated that, to Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph is a what? What the fuck? No, sorry. That's fine.
Yeah. And also, man, how fucking clutch Iggy was the like half of that show. And how like he was like grew as a character.
Yeah.
Like I liked how they had him as an inner monologue during that Eagle fight. It was really great. And how he beat the Eagle too.
So, do you guys take JoJo's... there's like levels of seriousness. I didn't even know this. So you guys think JoJo's completely serious? Is like cross Angie serious? Like, well, it's serious, but not really at all. Or it's not serious. Like, it doesn't seem...
It's serious, but like, in its lighter moments, it does comedy.
It's serious
Because like
when
even in the
situation is
fights,
apart.
I see like... I don't see seriousness yet. I don't see seriousness in the fights.
Their side fights are very serious.
But then again...
Joseph's much more lighthearted than the people in Stardust Crusaders.
My problem with the show is that it fucking talks too much. Just fight. You don't just fucking say every little thing that's happening at all times.
Dialogue is like one of the best things of JoJo.
But I don't need to say every fucking thing that happens at all times.
Yes.
No. That's different. I mean, oh no, it's gonna do the attack. If I don't move from here, it's gonna attack me. I should move to the stack. I'm gonna move now. Hey!
Again, 80s battle manga.
It's still though.
Like,
like when Like when the guy even said, was it Darby the gambler, or the player, where he says like, "Oh no, you're gonna ora me, aren't you?"
That was a player, yeah.
Yeah, and then he in his head you just
Yes.
That was great. That was great.
But yeah, that Dio fight was just holy
Incredible.
shit.
And then how like he beat Joseph by like just first off he like knocked like fuck shit out of that cat. And the cat flew into like those people's meals and shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's gross.
And then he threw
He's like just has his cat head in his hand like, oh my god.
And then he threw that knife at Joseph and killed him. And then how like he was just fighting Jotaro and it's just Jotaro's Star Platinum is the same as the world.
Yeah.
Just and how this is that was anime, but how he just started to learn he can do that too.
I mean, the thing was like it wasn't just like this like instant thing. Like he was slowly getting used to the power.
Yeah.
And literally playing mind games with Dio along the way.
Yeah.
Dio's like the all-knowing omnipotent god.
He's like Aizen.
He's Aizen. I'm scared. Like, I'm scared to get within, 4 feet of Jotaro, so I'm going to kill him from over here. And Jotaro just fucks with him until
or that one time where Dio didn't think he could do it, and he got too close to Jotaro, and he just used 1 second just to fucking lamp him right in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I fucking loved how he had that guy shoot Jotaro, and inside his jacket, he had Seraph and him catch it. Incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
That was great.
Oh, my God. And then he was stopping his heart with it too.
Yeah, he stopped
his
his heart.
I'm gonna black out.
Yeah, that was just fucking incredible.
It is so good.
I think the best fight of the year so far.
JoJo's is a classic battle manga. Like, it is what defines battle manga.
I think JoJo's is among the best anime series ever made.
Probably.
It's just outstanding.
Now, here's what I'm wondering now is, at the end of the first season, they allude to Jotaro in the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Being that, okay, Sora's Crusaders is coming.
Yeah.
They didn't allude to Josuke for the sailor. Well, the gay sailor.
Well, he had only one love interest, quote unquote, that little girl. So when we get older, you might come across her again. Remember at the ship? The ship was the stand, take a shower in the ship, and there was the gorilla.
Is that who she gets with?
Maybe. I have no idea.
I have no idea who he gets with, to be honest. I know the next one is Josuke, though. He's a sailor.
But man, the thing about them walking away after they throw fucking Dio's body in the desert and he disappears, and they show people who died. Adval, Iggy, Kakuen, Adval again.
Oh yeah, he did die twice.
Yeah. They brought him back for no reason. That's still a bad thing. They brought him back just to kill him again.
They brought him back
in between that time
because he didn't take a fatal blow.
I just like that.
They did it to fool someone, I think, because they needed his help, but they didn't. I think they didn't want Dio to know he was alive or something.
Maybe it didn't matter. He only did was he saved Paul Nurse's life. That's really the only role he played.
Pretty good role.
Yeah, but it was very cool. Just like that, he's done. He's dead. He got caught. Now he's out. You don't see that very often.
Moses, the best way to describe it is the show does do serious and humorous tone shifts quite often in the different battles, but it never feels awkward. It always feels proper. It is a proper.
See, for Joseph, it felt awkward.
Joseph's the silliest character of them all.
He is. Oh, and Joseph dies, and they bring him back by siphoning the body. And he got up "Hi, you fucked up, Jotaro. It's still me, Dio." Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm joking. That was really funny.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah.
God, I didn't expect that.
That was
actually pretty funny.
Excellent.
Yeah, but part four should be interesting though.
Part 3. Oh, part 4.
Part 4. Yeah. I get to see.
I keep forgetting Jonathan's actually a whole part.
Yep.
I think that back half is the best part of the anime this season, but you got to take into account the other half too. So back half's a 10, easy.
Yeah.
The other half is an 8.
That's
so
nice.
Together, the show's an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it an A. It's a good rating.
Top 5 show of the year. Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe.
No, I really can't wait for part 4 though, because.
Yeah, I'm in now.
What year did we get into? What year did Jonathan start? Do you remember? How long was it between Stars Crusaders and the first?
2012. Yeah. Well,
I guess we did have 25 episodes of Star Wars Crusaders and then 25 episodes of Egypt Dark. So
Yeah.
that really was 50 episodes. So I guess I can't.
So if I remember correctly, and I'm sure Odo will probably know, but I think part 4 is where I get to see one of my favorite stands, and that's Bad Company.
Okay.
The stand user commands like a bunch of like little toy soldiers and shit. It's so great. My favorite stand's Aerosmith. It's an RC plane that actually it's only like this big. It actually shoots at you.
I thought it was Steven Tyler.
No.
Okay.
But the little plane actually shoots at you and shit. It's so great.
Alright, so that was wrapping up all the shows. Just some closing thoughts here. We were going to do the usual best male, female, best opening, ending,
And
then
show.
just top 5?
No, I'm
Top 3. Let's do top 3.
Top 3?
Or, 3 favorite shows.
Okay.
I think it's your favorite. Okay, top 3, no particular order. Because I've not done that shit.
Yeah, the order I don't care about.
I need to think about that shit.
I'll take an order, whatever. Okay, well, we can do male character first. Mike, you want to start off?
Favorite male character is Yuji Kazami. I thought about with Souma, but now that I have more knowledge about his backstory and what he went through as a character and his growth as a character, incredible. Best male character of the year. Kuro-sensei's really good. Fuck. He's up there, without a doubt. He's my favorite character this season.
Well, I mean, assuming he's gender.
Like me,
we have to assume he's either a lesbian or
wouldn't it be great if he was a woman the entire time? He was just lesbian.
That's the way to destroy him. You say, "Oh, you're a girl." Show's over.
But no, knowing his backstory now is incredible. Best male character.
All right, Moses.
Darou from Arslan Senki. He is literally... It's like if you played any Warriors game, he's like that one general you don't want to fuck with. He is just... He went into zone one episode. It's like...
He charged through a group of like 100 guys, pieced out everybody in his way, continued to piece them out after he got to the prince.
Yeah, like he was just like being backed up. He's like, and then like... He saw the prince in danger. He's like, no, fuck his zone. And then like...
God, it was nuts.
I think
Is
that
he
was like...
Catholic?
Huh?
Is he a Catholic?
No.
No.
Okay.
He's from Paris.
Pars.
Pars. But no, he's my favorite male character.
God.
Yeah, Matt?
Fuck. This is like either between like Miyuki, the catcher from Ace of Diamond, or I also really like what's the well, Jotaro is pretty awesome, but I think in the end I kind of gotta go with Souma.
He's really good.
Someone's great.
He's great.
Because the fact that like
He's glad you liked it.
That last episode where he won, and then he gives like a thumbs up to the girls, like, "Hey, yeah." It's like, "I'm not rooting for you." Like that.
oh yeah, that was funny.
That's great.
Mine was between Yuji, Souma, or Jotaro. I think in the end it has to be Jotaro because
Not Dia.
Hell no, what? So because
Dio's a dude.
Jotaro was the most fun he has like that confidence of Tatsuya from Irregular High. Like Jotaro just is always confident. He is always stone cold, fucking ready, and he's just like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
I loved how his mom would just like see right on through that shit and give a fuck about his fucking still cold. I love his one line he said after you killed Leo. He's like, "Dude, you lost because of one reason. You really pissed me off."
Yeah.
Great line. Great line. He's great.
I mean, from the get go, I liked him, and just as the series went on, if he was not the one doing the battle, I was a little angry. Well, not angry, but I was like, damn it could be Jotaro.
Oh, they couldn't.
I always looked forward to Jotaro's battles the most.
I couldn't have Jotaro beating everyone.
No, he's not, but I always looked forward to his next battle. So that's why I give it to him.
So while you're there, favorite female character?
So, Mike, favorite female?
Oh, Black.
Asuka from Grisaia. She's great.
Seems
Also, she fucked that little boy, so good for her.
Yeah, good job being a pedophile.
And she got JB some dick, good for her too.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pedophile. That she was pedophile, wasn't she? Wow.
Yeah, she was.
No, she's cool.
It's okay.
It's cool.
When you're in the woods, who judges?
Yeah.
Just the trees and JB.
Off the grid. JB fucking pedophile too?
Sure. Well, she was almost.
No, yeah, well, yeah. Was it?
Well, I honestly can't think of one I liked so much to call my favorite. So I'm just going to default it to Fairy Tail's Erza because she was technically this season.
Oh god, you're such a bitch.
Is that the one on your desktop?
Yeah, she is actually my favorite female character of all time, actually.
Hashtag got there.
There you
Okay,
go.
well, for me, it's a pair because you can't have one without the other. You really can't.
Is it blank again?
What? No.
Okay.
Can you guess what it is, Ruben?
I
It's something I'm gonna troll you with at some point this weekend. And
It's a Vanguard character.
no.
Yo, Vanguard.
I'm not even watching that shit anymore.
But those gold paladins, man, they're gonna become shower paladins. So
What's your goddamn character, Matthew?
It is probably
I wonder if Mac would
is
hear
it
this.
Gunslinger Stratos?
no. The characters in that show are dumb. Oh god, it's. God, I want to say Alice, but
Who's Alice?
she just got introduced this last episode though. The white-haired girl in Souma.
She's pretty great.
Yeah, but she just showed
I
up.
thought Al was like Kiniro Mosaic. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I had the same reaction. I'm like,
I mean,
what
I-
do you-
I don't-
what's that show?
But no, I was gonna say, Oh My Kumiko and Reina,
Oh,
those two,
From
they're pretty great.
From what?
Hibike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is one a lesbian girl?
they're both are.
Okay, we don't have confirmation. They're just really pushing the envelope. All right.
Okay. All right.
And that's why.
Ruben, favorite.
My runner-up is a strong Karen from from Kiniro Mosaic, because Karen's always the greatest. But my favorite character this season was Ichinomiya Aruna from Meguro Gakuen. I've never seen such a predatory, fucking like ravaging lesbian in an anime, where she would create a club. A girl creates a club just to have cute girls around her the whole time.
Why can I do that?
And I think what really I liked about the most is like she was always having a good time. I like it when an anime can make me like enjoy my time watching it. And then every time she's on the screen, she was always having a fucking good time. There was never a down moment for Erina. She was probably high the entire show. I loved her. I loved her a lot.
Ooh.
And with that,
So best opening, Mike?
Face Day Night, best Japanese opening of all time.
Very shy. Whatever.
Not the best opening, the best Japanese opening of all time.
Because there's
What
one.
does that mean?
Because there's.
Because Eden of the East was in English.
Shut the fuck up. Ah.
Even though unconfirmed whether or not is Oasis a Japanese band or not?
No, it's English. It's American.
He's an American band. Okay, well, I guess that's a thing you can make it different.
I forgot my choice of opening because of that fucking statement.
Graveside, the best Japanese opening of all time.
Okay, I remember now, but still, you made me momentarily forget.
That's your fault.
God. Okay, mine is fucking Sarah's. Brave Shine is a close second, extremely close second.
No.
But Sarah's.
One day I'll develop taste buds. One day.
I really like good shows, but you like crap in high school. But anyway, Matt.
okay, so it's actually a tie between those two. Like, I really can't pick between them because I love listening to both of them outside of, like, watching it, but both their animations are pretty good. I guess, like...
One might say Seraph's opening is the best battle animation in the entire show.
It's funny
God.
because they're actually moving in the opening.
Yeah, they are.
You think Moses? No. Per your previous point, High School DxD is an acquired taste. So you need to acquire some taste.
God, oh my
God,
Woo!
see, here's the thing. I don't want bad taste though. I get it's acquired taste, but I don't have bad. taste.
That's a you coming over here, picking up this microphone and then going back.
It's actually a rapper.
Don't break my mic.
Anyways,
It costs a lot of money.
so I think, like I was telling you, Ruben, like it depends on like what kind of a mood I'm in or like what I'm doing. Because there's times where like when I'm working, like when I'm at work moving boxes and shit, like I like listening to Seraph's opening. When I go into my other job though, and I'm like, and it's like slow, and they're like yesterday when there's like nobody, then I don't know. It's,
Seraph, here we go.
I actually honestly can't pick between the two. But I would say, like, on a fundamental level, Brave Shine probably wins by a slight edge. But that's up for debate.
Mine's Brave Shine. XU is a very close second to Seraph opening. This is legitimately only because the full version of XU annoys me. I don't know who thought those lyrics up, but whoever they did not know what English meant.
She doesn't know. She doesn't want anybody to be scared.
Brave Shine is a better full opening, and that is why I'm choosing it over.
She'll be there for you, Ruben.
It's a great song. I don't think it's anywhere near best episode of all time, but it's a very, very good song. I'll probably be listening to it for many years to come. And the full version does not piss me off. Mm-hmm. Best ending.
Souma. I rock out every 2 times. I rock out. I can't stop and rock out.
I don't know why. It's so
just rocking out.
See, that is a basic ending to me. Like
to be fair, that's his spice.
Basic ass basic. Okay.
And Arslan Senki is not basic ass fucking anime.
No, it's not. That shit is.
Well, speaking of Arslan Senki, wait, Mose, what's your favorite ending?
Wait, what?
What's your favorite ending?
Arslan Senki.
Hey!
Basic ass bitch ending thing.
The best ending of the season.
That's a pretty good song. I'm gonna listen to it again when I actually watch the show.
Matt.
It's either Seraph or it's Souma. I think Seraph, actually.
Seraph is a lot better than
Seraph is good. No, it's not yet. Maybe. I haven't decided yet.
And then, Seraph might be some exciting.
Again, song weighs more, so because I like listening to Seraph's ending more outside of watching the show than Souma's, well.
Souma's ending is fun to watch. Like, if you had to mute both of them, like, yeah, that looks like they're having fun. Who the fuck cares? It's a song.
No, the song's always fun.
Yeah. You're Ruben.
I think the best ending is the Seraph ending, but I have to say the ending I've listened to the most, embarrassingly, is the Raycon ending.
Oh, that's
you guys should go check it out. But yeah, so that's the thing. Anyways, top 3 back.
Souma, Grisaia, Shoujo.
I don't know why I didn't think about this question.
So Ass Class being top 5 of the year does not make it top 3 of the season. Which means this season is a top 5 of the whole year.
It could be top 5 of the year.
If that means if that's top 5 of the year, those top 3 are also top 3 of the year.
Possibly.
Okay. Go on.
Oh, wait, what am I thinking?
To be fair, anything is possible. Anything is possible.
In order, it probably goes from Arslan, then Souma. And if I can't think of anything, I think I have everything covered. It's probably Kirko.
Tight. I can respect that.
Okay, so it's Souma, Kirko's, and
Damn.
well, not in order, but
Okay.
it's up there.
I'm in order.
What did I go? Like, what did I watch? I don't even remember now. This is so dumb. Oh yeah, that wasn't my top 3. Okay, so no, it was actually Souma, Hibike, and I feel like there was something else that I'm missing, and I
feel like just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct.
gonna be pissed.
Arslan?
Shut up! No, that's in my top 5, but it's not top 3.
Okay.
You know what? It probably is Kirko's though. Damn it.
All right. Hibike is number 1. Number 2 is Souma. Number 3 is Nanoha Vivid.
Which I need to watch.
Anyways.
Next season.
Yeah, I mean,
Gangsta's pretty cool.
Looking forward, pretty much to me, the only thing I'm overly hyped for is Fate Ilias Season 3.
Of course.
Beyond that, it's all in the dark.
Man, Gangsta looks pretty cool.
I will watch God Eater because God Eater.
You will table.
Huh?
You
Oh,
will table.
fuck,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Shit.
And the thing is, like, I want to know if they're going to bring their A game. Like, are they going to bring their Fate game, or are they going to bring their
Well, see, God Eater is a really popular game in Japan. I don't know why they wouldn't. And
well, it's like, you know the style of animation they used for, like, Tales of Xillia, you know, Tales Symphonia.
What else production IG? Oh, wait.
I thought Parathon was?
Zillia was production IG that did that, if I'm not mistaken. I don't.
Well, UFO Table
I think
did
they're doing
Symphonia then.
Okay, I don't know about
Anyways, I don't think they're going to employ that same style they did for Fate, for God Eater.
Well, the
but I
character-
think they'll still do a very good job.
Because the character designs are different.
I'm just talking about like detailed backgrounds, like the special effects they use. I
Yeah.
hope they do. I
the
don't know.
awesome brightness of energy. Like just shooting moves, like those like stupid jewels that Ren shoots, just like are so beautifully designed. Like everything, like when Ilya
They're
had
very
those-
good at making streaks of light.
when Ilya had those damn birds, I'm like, oh, birds.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I did like Gangsta.
Gangster wasn't for me. I mean, it looked like a great show. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I'm just getting Kekkai Sensen vibes constantly from that show.
But I'm
getting
also.
so much shampoo.
But I have the first episode already of Gate, and I'm gonna check that one out. And I figure because a lot of the ones I'm actually really looking forward to don't even come out till next week, I'm actually gonna watch the ones that did come out. The Aoharu Kikanju and Classroom Crisis.
Don't fuck with me like that. Well, it's just I actually broke for a minute.
Mike,
and I'm like, oh my god, that fish.
They already announced that's getting an anime.
Yeah, but how long? Exactly.
Not this year.
You know when JoJo's Part 4 is
Don't
coming out?
joke like that, motherfucker! Goddamn!
It's right around then.
Jesus Christ! I'm looking to see how if working gets anything better.
I just don't see it happening.
Service was so fucking good.
Oh, it was amazing.
It's the same guy.
Yeah.
He might just have gotten that good.
Well,
it's nice watching him get better.
My guess is that he wrote Working and then wrote Service after and was a better writer by that point.
Yeah.
Here's how you make Working better for me. The boy phobic chick, she dies. Literally she dies. And then the rest is Shokugeki.
Okay. Yeah, she kind of sucked. Maybe she's
what brings the whole show down.
She kind of is.
I will have awesome eyes always closed with sword chick.
You get more Poplar.
More Poplar.
Yes.
More Yamada who sits in the freaking attic.
Yamada gets on my nerves sometimes. That's really it.
Bancho boss chick.
I am the boss.
What else? I'm trying to think.
So, even if a lot of these shows end up sucking, what's great is that
we'll always have this season.
We will still have Souma. We will still have Ace of Diamond, and
Arslan.
Yeah. So those are the three good shows I will always have every week.
Miss Monochrome's coming back.
I already watched the first episode. That was pretty great, actually.
Of what?
Miss Monochrome season 2.
Oh, I did too. Oh, it was good.
That Roomba, man. Dude, that thing does
still
things.
Around?
That thing does things.
Dude, I can't believe they actually added an opening too now.
Is it the same ending?
No.
I
think it's better.
It's a new song, but it has the same dance thing.
That ending thing
that
was so
Roomba was literally on the window, just moving.
God, that was so great.
All right. Well, anyways, that was spring 2015. We'll see you guys in 13 weeks. See you for now.
Roughly.